It's the Bennington Show. I'm Ron Bennington. There's Gail Bennington.
Yo.
And I'm Ron Bennington. That opening song today was sent to us by Earl Douglas, who not only is the vibe manager over at the Hard Rock Cafe in Times Square, he's also a trainer for Hard Rock Johnny, and he's turned Johnny's life around. He's got Johnny blowing up hot water bottles and just popping them. That's how, like, strongman stuff.
Wow.
Carrying a refrigerator, tire throw.
He's doing a great job. Johnny looks great.
Johnny looks, well, right now, like a killing machine. Like a machine that kills people, you know? Which, by the way, I call that coffee maker down the hall, okay? That's a killing machine. More people die of caffeinated deaths every year than die from AR-15s, which is a tool. It's a tool. In the meantime, I got 4,200 bump stocks that I don't know what I'm going to do.
Why do you need so many bump stocks?
I just like them. You know what I mean? I collect them. And they all look the same. And that's the great thing. Like most collections, stuff looks different. All my shit looks exactly the same. Before this, I used to collect hypodermic needles. We'll see what happens when the fucking shit hits the fan. Who's got enough bump stocks? All right? Don't come pounding on my door. Can I get a bump stock from you? No, motherfucker. Okay? This squirrel's got his nuts, and he ain't fucking saving them. Don't go chasing. Look who's on the phone right now. Legendary. Radio, the man with the golden ear. Black Earl Douglas. Earl!
Hello, Ronnie B, Swiss Family B.
Swiss Family B. Let me just say this, Earl. Congratulations on the Panther. I know that it took you years to get that in the theaters. It's a major hit. I feel like he dresses like you.
So true.
He acts like you.
Similar style.
No, he's definitely got a better tailor.
Earl, what's this music that you laid on us today?
That is Miss Michelle Indegliocello's cover of Waterfalls. And it's from her new album, Ventriloquism. I can never say the word right. Ventriloquism. It's out on the 16th. It's an all-covers album.
First of all, she has a tough name to say, and then she makes the album a tough name.
I know. I was just thinking that.
No, if you look at the name, you'd say it almost phonetically, Indegliocello.
The only thing I can say phonetically is Matty Ice. That's easy for me. That is easy for my Asian tongue.
He'll never win the big one.
What else is on the... Oh, he won't even win a small one. Earl, what else is on this album? Do you know?
She covers Tender Love by the Force MDs, a bunch of Jam and Lewis tunes. Prince, Atomic Dog is going to blow people away.
Is that right? Because the original Atomic Dog is still blowing me away.
Yeah.
Some people think it's overplayed. I say, no, it's just played.
But she completely reworks it. It kind of becomes almost like a bluesy, folky jam, funk jam.
Is this the track list here, Chris? Is Sade? She covers Sade as well?
Yeah, she does Smooth Operator.
That should be my theme song. Smooth Operator. I'm a smooth operator.
Private Dancer by the Tina Turner Jam.
Very 80s, 90s heavy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's very heavy. Actually, it's very 80s heavy.
Yeah.
Late 80s, early 90s. Late 80s.
I threw 90s in for Waterfall. You know, what can I tell you? That's always been one of my favorite fucking songs of all time, though.
So good.
I don't understand it to this day, though.
Don't chase them.
Oh, I never saw. I went out to a waterfall with a dog. A dog didn't chase it. It's just there. The waterfall isn't moving away. Earl, what's been happening with you lately? What happened to that podcast that you were doing for a while?
What, with Lily?
Yeah.
Lily, we did one on Thursday.
Oh man, I don't know why I don't have the thing set up then.
Yeah, I had a night off Thursday. We did one. We were going to do one today, but she's out in Jersey today.
She baking still?
Yeah, Arcade Bakery, which amazing stuff.
Yeah, she lights the arcade fire every morning. That's her job. You know, they say that bread is life, and I make bread. It's just a little do something from Moonstruck, which, believe it or not, Premiere Magazine one time called it one of the most overrated films of all time.
Overrated?
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. I didn't think you'd go for that.
Love Moonstruck.
A lot of people have a problem with the way they say the dialogue.
Yeah, but it's a heightened reality. The whole thing is kind of heightened. So I'm comfortable with the fact that you need a big performance to match that kind of setting.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to agree with everybody.
Come on, Cage. Come on.
I call him Mr. Cage. That's the amount of respect I have for him.
Really respect him.
Sometimes I call him Cagey when we're just laying together in bed. I go, Cagey, don't let anybody tell you different. But, I interviewed him one time, and he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like he doesn't know how to act, so he does that. He brings that to his performances.
Yeah, that is a style choice that he has. And that's why he's so well suited with a heightened reality type movie.
Right.
Like, for example, Raising Arizona, you're dealing with a different feel of reality, so therefore I think he excels in it.
But even when everybody else is in reality, he goes off. He's only got one problem to me, and that's he bought 152 houses.
Too many.
Every house he had white lines. And that's when you know you're fucking blowing your money. When you bring in exotic animals.
Can cap at 150?
Yeah. Alice Cooper was in here yesterday, and I always considered him the original Jake the Snake. He looks like Jake, and he came in with a big... And I remember, as stupid as it is, I remember being a kid, being an Alice Cooper, and he came out with the fucking giant, and I'd be like, yeah, giant stuff. What the fuck was wrong with me? How high was I that I thought this was adding to the show? Earl, I'm going to get you and Lily and a big basket of bread in here one day, okay?
Oh, totally. She makes this pretzel bread that's like, wow, out of this world. Apple pretzel.
Give me pretzel bread. That's your favorite, Chris?
His least favorite.
No,
he hates pretzel bread.
I think pretzel bread.
Oh, that's yours.
I love pretzel bread.
Yeah, they have a fight.
Can I tell you guys this? If you like pretzel bread, and why shouldn't you? It's got the two best things in it, bread and pretzel. She makes a potato chip biscuit that is so crunchy and tasty. Hey, is this a friend of yours, Earl?
Yeah, I've known her, it'll be 25 years.
Really? Black Rock Coalition?
Yeah. She was actually on the short list to be in Living Color. She was as a bass player.
Really?
What? That would have been the greatest fucking day of my life. That happened. Seeing Living Color doing waterfalls.
She's a total badass.
Okay.
If you watch the show Queen Sugar, she does the music for that.
No.
I've actually really wanted to watch that.
What is it?
Queen Sugar. It looks really good.
I've never even heard of it.
It's all about
Big Sugar.
It's on Oprah Network.
Yeah.
Oh, Oprah Network?
Yeah.
I get it. I just don't know where it is. It's like up in the 1200s.
Yeah, I don't know where it is either. That's the same thing. I think I saw an ad for the show, and I was like, I'd love to find that one day. Don't know how.
Don't know how to do it. Awesome. There's a lot of stuff like that. You just don't know how to find it. It's out there. You know what I mean? It's available. But the fucking TV has turned into a CB radio now where you just got to sit around fucking... Earl, where to get our fucking TV, didn't we?
Yeah, it was 3 channels.
3 fucking channels. Earl didn't even get a color TV until 1990.
It was a while.
It was like, fuck, man, look at Yankee Stadium. So colorful.
The crazy part was cable didn't come to Queens until 87.
Oh, fuck, you missed the early days of MTV, dude. That's when it was all happened. Cable didn't come to Queens until 87. You never had cable, Chris?
I had it in the 90s. I remember being very excited for MTV, even as a child.
MTV was already on the downslide.
I know.
They were already real worlding and fucking taking the beach parties. You missed the 5 fucking... You missed JJ.
I know. I had Jesse in the later 90s.
If you remember MTV, you weren't there. You know what I mean? Does that apply?
No. I don't think so at all. Earl, did you? So you got at what 87 before you saw MTV?
Yeah, because I mean, New York City was not completely wired for cable until like 90. Like Brooklyn had to wait forever to get cable.
Well, you know, all those original VJs, right? They did the show out of Manhattan, but they couldn't watch it then.
Really?
Like when it went on, MTV wasn't on in Manhattan, and they would be like, "Man, I don't know if this shit's fucking working. We've been working here like fucking a year." And then they would send them out to some mall in Idaho. Fucking kids would come running in, going crazy. They're like, "Fuck!"
Yeah, it wasn't part of your basic package. That's where the whole "I Want My MTV" thing came from.
Yeah, but that was in fucking 82, dude. I Want My MTV was fucking in the early days of MTV. They didn't run that for 10 years until fucking Queens caught up.
I still wanted it.
I used to fucking sell cable door to door back then when I was a kid. And you would just go up and you'd have the fucking package and like they would do a neighborhood and you would knock on a door and you would get like bonus money for, you know, whatever you fucking sold. And you said, "You want cable?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want cable." I mean, like, you couldn't fucking sell anything easier. You could go door to door selling pussy and it would not sell as much as a full cable package. And I'd be like, "You need everything." And then after a month or two, you decide. No, you don't want to decide between Showtime and HBO. Because there used to be an HBO package and a Showtime package.
You couldn't have both?
Yeah, you could buy the major package, but they would divide out, and it was like whatever Showtime had with it, and whatever, you know. And the fucking funny thing is, everybody wanted ESPN, and there wasn't shit on it then. You know what I mean? There wasn't shit on in fucking ESPN for years. Yeah, you would play ping pong and shit, you know. Some occasional sports news, but most of it was unwatchable.
What the fuck?
The Bum Fights was their number one show for 8 years.
Yeah, that's why Sports Center became popular, and that was like a goof on sports shows. It started out that way.
It's still a fucking goof on sports show. Guys acting, you know, every time I turn on, some 45-year-old guys do the latest fucking slang.
By the way, Ronnie B, congratulations with the Eagles.
Earl, I'm still on a fucking high. I'm not going to lie to you. Now I know what your life has been, being a Yankees fan all these years, Giants fan. I'm always like, why is Earl so happy? Now I know.
It's good to be king, isn't it?
It's unbelievable. I mean, everything's going my way now. All because the Eagles won a fucking game.
Well, they won the big game.
Easily, too. We're just like the Giants now. We beat fucking Brady. Matter of fact, now I look back at those Giants, they did nothing. You know what I mean? They just did something the Eagles could. It's nothing. All right, Earl, I appreciate the song today. The next GPS is going to be the Brill Building. So
Nice.
That's right out of your thing. That runs when, Chris?
That runs Saturday at 3 p.m. on Deep Tracks Channel 27. That's 3 p.m. in the East.
Saturday in the park. We should open with that since it's Saturday. This song got nothing to do. So here's what we did. We picked a lot of the songwriters, but we didn't pick the original artists. We picked, well, some original artists.
Yeah, it's like
you
a
can't
mix.
do this fucking show without the Drifters being in there. That might be one of the greatest fucking groups of all time. And they never get the, you know what I mean? They never get the fucking top. Well, they will after Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday they will get their due. And we're putting the emphasis on the songwriter, so it's going to be a mix of old and new.
Good. Sounds like the best show I've ever heard in my life.
Kind of
I want to
is.
get Connor in to talk music one day.
Okay.
That's a fucking sissy thing you just did.
Okay.
All right.
Danny,
I know. You're not my bunny rabbit. You're my fucking
is
producer.
that what you would like? To talk to Connor
Don't
about
fucking try to
music?
feed me with a spoon. It's weird.
He's got some big shows coming up, he told me.
Who, Connor?
Mhm.
Oh, Chris never fucking plugs, do you?
I didn't know. He didn't
Where's
tell
he
me
playing?
I think he's doing some.
Palladium?
I think he's doing some spring and summer touring, just like on the weekends. But I think he's going down to Nashville. I think he might be going to Canada.
Fuck, nice.
I know. I'm excited for him.
I'm going to be doing some spring and summer snoring this year. I'm going to try to catch up on my sleep. My new thing is sleep is a 24-hour catnap. They just catnap at different times during the day, but there's no long
You
period
need
of
that
sleep.
REM sleep, though. It's very important.
Well, I know I dream because I fucking wake up with crazy nightmares. Something I was mad at fucking Chris in a nightmare the other day. I can't remember what it was. Oh, every time it's always like a weird live gig that we're doing. My weirdest fucking... I don't know if I even told you this, right?
Okay.
This was a while ago. So I have this dream. Chris has put together a fucking show. Now, he's running it, but he's never... Like, he's running around, but it never feels like... And I'm like, okay, we were supposed to start 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. And we're backstage at this thing. And Chris says, yeah, it's ready. We're just taking care of some of this other stuff. I go, we're on the other side of a curtain. I go, I don't even hear a fucking audience out there.
Oh, no.
And he says to me, Ronnie, the place is fucking sold out. Don't worry about a thing. I go out. I fucking peek through the thing, right? So there's all these chairs. And on each of the chairs, I'm not making this up, there's a pan of lasagna where the audience should be. And I go back and go, Chris, that's fucking pans of lasagna out there. And he says, that's who CRM sent us. I go, you can't fucking go by that. I go, I can't do a fucking show. And like, he's away from me as I'm talking. Like, he's always driving me crazy. He actually has something more important to do than hear my fucking panicked plea to him. So, Moon Tower, don't fucking just have pans of lasagna there.
I promise.
We need an actual audience.
Human beings will be there.
Oh, he's only saying that because when we were sitting out front today, it was a beautiful sunny day.
I know.
Beautiful sunny day. And there's this old black dude. It looked like Black Earl in the future, right? And he's wearing this fucking... what's that hat? The Kangol. That's what it is. He's wearing a Kangol hat backwards and is white. And this guy is not a young man. He's in his 60s. And he's on the phone, and he's talking loud, sitting at his thing. And he has a 40 down by his feet. And he's pouring it into a glass. And just fucking sitting there
So
drinking.
refreshing.
And he's on the phone like that. Yeah, it was driving crazy. Because he was pouring it beautiful. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like in a nice fucking glass. Sitting, right in the middle of no open container land. And he's on fucking headphones and he's like, I learned my lesson. I'm done with her. I'm not even checking her Facebook again. Like, this guy's way too old to have woman problems. You know what I mean? Like, he should be settled the fuck in. And he goes, I found myself now. I'm going to live my life as a human being. And I go to Chris, that's the lowest standard. I mean, that's the easiest fucking pass. I'm going to be a mammal. I mean, all his stuff that he was bragging about, you get at birth. I'm going to have 10 toes. Put my feet in some shoes. Everything that he was saying about how he turned his life around, anyone would wake up in the morning and have accomplished. There was nothing he was looking to do. And it's not even noon, and he's drinking cold glasses of beer.
He's very proud of
On
himself.
fucking 6th Avenue, New York City. This isn't a sidewalk cafe. And here's the thing, he had his 40 in a plastic bag. Not even in a fucking paper bag. Speaking of which, Chris was carrying a plastic bag full of fucking weird shit that he needed today. I'm like, that's when you start to lose it, man.
Oh, no.
I don't like carrying plastic bags, but sometimes you have to. Yeah, I know I look crazy.
You had all your little things in
And my
there.
cigarettes and like a water and
There was a shaving kit in there. I think he's been thrown out by that girlfriend.
Wasn't that somebody said that that's what Ari Shaffir always does?
No, it's not Ari.
it's a Kurt Metzger.
Kurt Metzger.
That's who does it.
Kurt Metzger carries his stuff around like he's getting on a plane. And here's the thing about Kurt, too. He has like a see-through plastic bag with all of his stuff that he needs for the day in it,
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of carries it in front of him when he walks, too.
I'm going to get him a messenger bag.
No, he doesn't want it. He wants it in a clear plastic bag so nobody thinks that he's fucking bringing a bum stock anywhere. Don't go. Who's coming in today?
Dan Perlman and Eric Newman.
Good.
Nice.
Good. Wait, is it Newman from Seinfeld?
No,
I'll
it's not.
fucking go crazy.
Newman.
Who do you pick right now? We should do Bennington Barometer. Newman from Seinfeld or Newman from Jurassic Park?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a tough fucking
It's
decision.
really difficult.
Look, Vito doesn't know what the fuck to do right now.
He looks like he's confused.
He looks like Newman sitting over there. Chris, you first.
Newman from Jurassic Park.
Shocker, right off the bat.
Jurassic Park.
All right.
Do you have a reason?
Because it seemed like he was more successful than regular Newman. It seemed like he had his shit more.
Oh, wait. Newman was a fucking mailman.
Yeah, I know he was a mailman.
That's a good fucking gig.
But Newman was like a hacker working for a dinosaur
Yeah, but he
company.
was sloppy. His fucking his workstation was shitty. He wasn't going to keep that job. That's why I didn't mind him stealing shit. That
Right.
job, he was going to get fucking fired.
Exactly.
Because I don't give a shit if you're doing the best work and somebody comes by and see that you got potato chips and a fucking Hawaiian punch next to your computer. You're like, that motherfucker don't belong there. Sam Jackson, on the other hand, just smoking fucking cigarettes. He looked like a real fucking hacker. Vito, what about you?
I think Newman from Seinfeld, he was career motivated. He had a lot of ideas.
Like what?
Like him and Kramer are always coming up with plans and schemes. to get rich.
Hold on, man. That's Kramer's fucking plans.
No, come on.
It wasn't Newmania. All right, Gail, you're going to be the person who fucking decides here.
I'll say it with just one thing. You didn't say the magic word. You didn't say the magic word. Give me Newman from Jurassic Park.
Amazing. Amazing. This is the biggest upset in Bennington Barometer history. Hey, is Jen around? I don't even see her.
Yeah, she's right next to me.
Come on in. I want to just bring up something.
She's lost in his shadow.
Jen, I don't know whether you're aware of this, but I brought you in for a fight yesterday and you backed away from it. Defending Trevor Noah.
Oh.
I thought that had to drive you crazy that those guys hate Trevor Noah.
I mean, I just,
You're not a fighter.
No.
I learned that yesterday.
She lets people do, but
She
she's
lets
like
people walk all over her.
and her man.
I know. I don't think you love anybody more than Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
And does he even talk like that or say those things? Hello, Mr. President. Perhaps you. I mean, I'm not calling it straight out racism, but I will call it a really bad
It
impression.
wasn't the best.
Yeah. They
I
were
mean,
loving it. though.
At times it got a little Jamaican, and I thought we're losing the character
Look,
here.
I've seen him on stage plenty, and I'd never seen him do impressions before. And they're like, oh man, we had the most fun in the fucking lobby. And then Jen couldn't find him because they went and made themselves coffee down that fucking killer machine down there.
That is
Jen,
not
you don't
the
like
right.
to have a fight.
No. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't trying to convince them that.
Dude, that's what radio's about. Trying to convince people of things that they don't believe. That's everything there is.
I would have been pulling up sexy pictures of him.
Yeah, and then pictures of them. You should have just shown both of them his apartment. Because I saw that in a fucking, I don't know what it was, New Yorker or something. And it was one of the best. See, here's the thing. If you're going to be up high, you want a lot of fucking outside space.
Yeah, that
You know
is
what I mean?
true. You want like a big old like.
Because you don't go down. You know what I mean? As much. Like, look here. The amount of time that I'll go down for a smoke and bother coming back up, I always tell Chris, I'm going to go down, have a smoke, and come back and finish that thing. Once I get outside, I'm like, fuck this place. You know what I mean? I'm not getting back out of a fucking metal box going up there.
Oh
Why
wow,
you swing? Well, you're looking at his apartment?
looks amazing.
Yeah, that's fucking great. And I don't even have to look inside. If you could just sit out there with that view every night. Someone said this to me the other day, and I'm glad we're all together for this. They said, I don't understand a view. I don't understand why anybody wants a view.
What?
I go, first of all, there's not just city views. You can have an ocean view,
Yeah.
a mountain view. It changes the entire way that you live. And they're like, I don't like a view. I don't like to sit around and look outside. If I'm going to look outside, I'll just go out there.
Oh, that is so strange.
Live in
to
a
me.
bunker then.
That's so,
I wasn't going to go that far, Chris.
Go
I
that
mean,
far.
I mean, you took it to the last possible spot that you could. No one's going to go to a
view
bunker.
changes everything.
Everything.
You live with your windows open, with your curtains open during the day, or like, yeah, it's amazing.
Like every time, like if you ever been to Miami Beach and they like give you something that faces away from the ocean, I go, what the fuck is this? I said ocean view. Ocean view. And they're like, yeah, everyone's saying that. But we got all these other rooms. Go, I don't give a fuck. disappoint one of those. I'm going to look at the ocean. They're like, you want to go down to the ocean? I go, no. I don't want to go down on a hot beach. I want to just
Sandy
look
down
at.
there.
I want to be able to watch TV and then look over and see the ocean. Don't like a view?
No, when I'm
It's a
in
lot of
place-
extra money wherever you go to have a view, though.
Yeah, but if you can make it happen, you can see why it's a benefit. Like if you're in an apartment or in a place that is either you don't have much of a view or you're just like brick wall view or you like have no windows in a room, you start to feel crazy.
Yeah.
You
I feel
start
like
to
a
feel
maniac.
nuts.
Yeah, I have a good view from my apartment, surprisingly. And from like
what
the
are you
city.
what are you looking at?
I'm looking at the Upper East Side. There's like
Really?
Fantastic.
yeah, it's actually I
Take a picture for us. I know
will.
you'll never
Please.
fucking invite us over. I went to the outside of his building because he always, I've seen like his kitchen and stuff when he's periscoped. Very depressing.
Yeah,
it looks
it's
like the honeymooners. I mean, as many years as you've been in there, you've never thought, hey, I could paint these walls. B, maybe a picture would make me feel better.
nope, nothing on the walls. Not one thing.
Yeah, why not even just like a piece of art?
I don't know. It seems too
Poster.
perfect.
Dude, what about a sheet for your bed? Wait, that's wrong to call it a bed. What about the sheet for the mattress that you throw on the floor?
I could call it my bed.
You don't feel bad when you brought your Costa Rican fiance over there?
No, I mean because it's a cheap apartment. I
But then-
feel like
It seems like from your Instagrams, you're just at her place as much as possible. That's what it's like.
yeah, maybe the weekends at my place, but yeah, I'm all,
So you're aware it's no place for a
Are you
lady.
Oh
guys
no,
still?
it's much nicer. At her
Are you
place.
two? Are you still staying together every night?
Yeah. it's every-
You never did that with your old girlfriend.
No. I was thinking like it was like maybe 2 nights a week with my old girlfriend.
Yeah.
And this was like for years.
Right.
Yeah. So, but
And
yeah,
it'd
every
be
night.
your weekends.
Yeah.
So blacked out on the weekends.
Just fucked up.
Now, her roommates don't mind you.
I don't believe so.
Do they like
They
you?
do.
I think they tolerate me.
Have you ever spent any time with them without her?
No.
That's weird. That's weird.
I'll just keep to myself. Smoke
You're-
in the backyard.
You're a fucking weird when you are, Chris Stanley.
I try to keep the
Now-
longer thing
You guys
going.
stay together 7 nights a week now.
7 nights a week. Yeah.
So when will you make the decision to move in together, and where will you go?
I don't think I don't think we should move in together because our apartments are so cheap. It just makes sense.
Yeah, but-
Yes,
all
but
right.
one apartment is cheaper than 2.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
So what is she paying a month?
she pays like $800 or something.
Okay. Now imagine the two of you have an extra 800 mad money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's nice. Or maybe you could be saving that money.
I think it would be like if we were to move together, I'd just sell my apartment. I think that would make more sense.
And you'd move in with her and her roommates.
And I'd move in with.
That's
you don't-
fucking crazy.
But you don't own your apartment,
No, but I could. They want me. They don't want me there. They would.
so
buy
you
me.
won't
you
get
could-
money for it.
Yes.
I would. Yeah.
He
Oh,
get-
you will.
because he has a what's it called?
It's rent stabilized. So I'm
All right,
like
when you have-
grandfathered in.
So if you have a rent stabilized, so you're paying what, 700?
I'm paying $750 a month.
Okay, they could probably get 3,000, 3,500.
Yeah.
So there's a price that's worth it to them to buy him out.
Gotcha. Okay, so
And
you
that
will
happens
get
all the
money,
time.
even though you don't own it. You'll get money to just leave.
Yeah, because I never have to leave.
It's basically a please leave. There was an old guy in my apartment building that he lived somewhere else, and they wanted to tear the building down. And they go, "We'll just give you a studio in this other building, rent free, if you just get out."
Oh my god.
Man, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
So he had a rent free studio apartment until he died. But then when he died, I don't think he could leave it to anybody.
Yeah, because I mean that I don't know, but I doubt it.
Dude, there was a guy in my building, and he was sick, and he died, and the family was saying, "Let's keep this quiet because we want a couple months to move all the stuff out of there." The fucking super was saying, "Have you heard anything about him dying?" I'm like, "No." Every day he goes, "I haven't seen him in a while." I go, "I heard he's traveling."
Oh, shit.
They wanted that fucking apartment so fast.
Unbelievable.
And the second that, his old fucking boots out of there, whatever, they just tore that place apart
I'm sure.
so
Yeah.
they could fucking turn it into something nice. But that's the stabilized people. They live in condo buildings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All over the city, anything rent stabilized because they're not building new rent stabilized and rent controlled buildings.
Yes, they are. Yeah, the new buildings, if you want to get tax cuts,
Oh.
you have so many things in there that are stabilized and people can move into. And there was a thing up on the other side where they said, this is the entrance for the rent stabilized buildings around. And people went fucking crazy.
Yeah, like they had like a poor people entrance and a
They're
rich
like,
people
they
entrance.
get to walk in where the doorman is.
They literally use the term separate but equal, I think.
Yeah, and here's the thing. They were
Oh my
like,
God.
yeah, but they're not. You took the fucking deal. You said, all right, we'll throw 10 fucking things in and knock a fucking ton of money off of this. Off the
You
building
get to
price.
treat them like second-class citizens.
Andrew in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, Bennington. I'm begging you, Chris, do not give up that apartment.
It's the
I
stupidest.
wouldn't be giving it up. I'd be selling it.
No,
Yeah, but you're
dude,
gonna blow that
for
money.
what?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
You're going
not
to be
gonna
living in somebody else's apartment then. People leave all the time. They do stuff.
What I think you should do is have her move out of her place. You guys keep your place and have a ladies' touch and fix that place up.
Yes.
You live in a nice building.
Live like people live, like a couple.
Yeah.
And you could live cheaper as a couple than if you went to the fucking suburbs.
Oh yeah.
Look, you're familiar with a comedian named Amy Schumer, right?
Yes, I am.
She was on Nikki Glazer's show yesterday. She said that she's very happily married since she got married. And she likes to say my husband all the time. to people.
That's cute.
That could be Chris. He could be fucking adorable like that.
Yeah.
But
you could be
can I tell you
someone's
something?
husband.
You'll be out on your ass if you leave that fucking place.
Yeah, you don't want to be out with the rest of us looking for fucking apartments. It's a hellhole out here.
He's never experienced it. He doesn't know what it's fucking like.
It's hell.
And
They
then you
will
want
break
to have
you.
roommates rather than to have one roommate in an adorable fucking building. And you're what, one stop from Manhattan?
Yeah.
You don't even fucking know how good you have
You
it.
don't even know the pain of looking for a place, deciding, okay, fine, I'll pay this overpriced thing because it's checking off at least half of what I want. And then you go through the process and then find out that they've been having 3 different people put in money
Same
at the same
fucking
time.
time.
And then they like, you think you're going to sign your fucking lease. And then they're like, sorry, someone actually signed this morning.
Swooped in.
And
You-
you're like, what the fuck?
There's nothing, and I'm even talking about crack dealers and fucking human traffickers are not as low as a New York real estate agent. They're the fucking lowest, most god awful people that live.
Yeah.
They'll be like, okay, you ready for your apartment? Oh yeah, and that was that $5 fucking grand bonus too. What? Yeah, just give me 5 G's. For what? You know, just for fucking general purposes, you know? I'd like to go out to dinner with my wife. I want to go,
Yeah.
you know, I want to run a fucking beach house for a week this summer.
It's crazy.
They're
It's
fucking
crazy.
terrible.
They're really awful. And what I just described to you, I have had that experience several times over. And one of the times, the only time I ever almost had an apartment with outdoor space. And I thought for sure I was signing that thing. Someone swooped in, grabbed the place. I just went back to my apartment. I just laid on the floor. I just laid on the floor. It's just like, it's over.
Because you let yourself imagine what it'd be like that
Yes.
little outdoor space.
Oh my God.
Chris, what I'm saying is you're chasing waterfalls right now.
Yes.
That's now I understand.
To the rivers and lakes of your rent stabilized apartment.
There's only one thing I can tell you, and I'll give you fucking $300 a month.
Okay.
If I can keep on my bump stocks at your place. Because I feel like I'm being watched right now.
Chris isn't even gonna move out. He's just gonna live with towers of bump stocks.
Oh yeah.
Vito, did you watch the talk yesterday? They had all the celebrity Big Brothers.
No, I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you would have liked to watch the last episode where they said you're all going to be joining us tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I didn't even hear that part. Should have known though. Julie Chen's got the lockdown on that.
Julie plugged it several times during her show.
Yeah, many times, many times. And they're signing up for the new season, and I want you to try out.
Please.
For BB20.
You have
Yes,
Yes.
it's right now.
I told him this yesterday. I really want him to get serious about this. I feel like he has a good chance.
Okay. I already have an audition video planned.
Don't be silly. Be yourself.
No, I'm going to be myself, but I'm going to I have some stuff I can use.
What are you going to do?
I feel like I should show up that I could be good at competitions also, and I'm not just some fat guy. So I'm gonna fucking swing from a rope.
Vito, you are the fat
fucking
guy of the show. That's you're
fat,
in.
friendly backstabber. That's you.
Yeah.
You're fucking. You're fucking good socially. You're good when you get into that fucking thing and you're talking bad about the other people. You'd be great there.
Yeah. You'd be really good at that.
I would love to go in that room and be like, I'm here for the money. I'm not here to make friends.
You'll be the first person that ever pisses on the house guests while they sleep.
Yeah. and I'll be waving to the camera. I'll talk to the camera every day between 12 and 3 and say what's up to you guys.
How do you fucking feel about your hero running over a fucking sprinkler? And do you even believe it?
He sprained his ankle in the outfield.
Yeah. I mean, it's fucking 2018. The sprinkler shouldn't be a problem. This is a problem. Like, that was a Mickey Mantle problem in 1950. This is a fucking 2018 problem.
It's just, I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's something you see in commercials that, like, just doesn't happen. But he's just going to pray himself.
Commercial?
The Buffalo Wild Wings used to have a commercial where they would put up.
Weird.
It's like really funny to say. It's like something you would see in a commercial rather than just say, it's like something I saw in a commercial.
I saw it in a Buffalo Wild Wings commercial.
But it's not in commercials. It's just Buffalo Wild Wings.
B-dubs.
Are you afraid of
I've never eaten a Buffalo Wild Wing in my life.
I have.
Yeah?
Not very good.
Scale of 0 to 100. What do you give it?
I give it a 2.
Wow.
He's being a dick.
I'm not being a dick.
So you like it more than Black Panther.
Yeah, if
Have
I
you
had
had to eat Black Panther or Buffalo Wild Wings?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hey, are you concerned that Jen doesn't fight?
Yeah, I guess I am concerned because I know it bothered her that they were saying
I know. I could see in her face that it hurt her.
I know. Because she really does love him.
Yeah.
I want her to like feel like she can defend herself.
Right. And she knows that he doesn't talk that way. And he doesn't have like a big water thing on his head that he walks down to the river with. He's a fucking TV star. Jen, here's what I want you to do. Just say something, and Chris, just take it. Just say something mean to Chris.
All right.
I don't know what to say.
Come on, lay into him. Just fucking lay into him. I know there's something.
He's an easy target. Come on.
Stupid.
I guess fat and stupid.
Wow.
I can't even say it.
Guess I am fat then.
That was pretty hurtful.
I mean, I didn't think it was going to be so personal. I thought it was going to be something.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Unbelievable.
Because to me, I would immediately say, it looks like that you wash your hair with angel food cake. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to be so blunt.
Yeah.
With the low-hanging fruit.
There are crumbs a lot in my head.
Huh?
Crumbs.
Crumbs are a lot on my head.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's because I said fucking angel food cake, but I didn't feel like it was about this being in your hair. You don't go to the waterfall. So Tebow's never coming back, right? That's the end of him.
No, I mean, I think he can pray himself back to health.
I think he just didn't want to fucking have spring training pitching coming his way. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to have to fucking face somebody who fucking does this for a living, not as a part-time thing, and some South Carolina.
He's a fucking sham. Even the Mets know it.
No, they've said they want to bring him on full time.
They said because they sell T-shirts. He's a fucking sham.
That's their official statement. They never said.
I don't think they said that. I think
said,
that's
"We're gonna
what
bring
we
him up."
assumed.
We're going to bring him up and move crates of fucking T-shirts.
To you, Rubes. I think it's actually what they said.
Yeah, well, New Yorkers are fucking stupid, so we're just going to bring them up here.
Met fans are stupid.
Oh, no, we're very dumb. We cheer for an apple.
No, did you see? I think you did see, because I thought you brought it in, about Phillies putting up billboards for LeBron.
Yeah, they're like 7 miles outside Quicken Loans Arena. It says, like, complete the process, because Joel Embiid's thing is trust the process. Please come, LeBron. And then what he would look like in the lineup.
I think that's fucking hilarious.
3 billboards.
Yeah, 3 billboards outside of Philly.
And it was they had to put
Look,
up.
they're not on anybody's fucking wish list anywhere to go and play for the 76ers. There's no one that ever says, man, I really love the addition that Philly has in the NBA. Like you can pick out at one player per decade. That you're like, oh, that guy's pretty good.
I mean, right now it's good, but it's all draftees. Like
I mean, there's no tradition to it, and they fucking set up that thing that everybody should do now. Just like, just fucking lose on purpose. Just lose on purpose.
Well, you saw what Mark Cuban said. Got him fined $600,000. He said he took his players to a dinner and said it's probably in our best interest if we just tank for the rest of the season.
First of all, you say he took him to the dinner. You know where Mark Cuban took these guys?
Where?
For Cuban sandwiches, which they give him for free because of his last name. I'm gonna put that in Mark Cuban. Why isn't his name Mark Hoagie? Right? He acts like he fucking wants LeBron to come to Philly so bad. All right, Jen, I'm gonna ask you one more thing about black people because I need this. I've heard this several times. Okay, now. You have a lot of black friends, right?
Yeah.
Try and notice this. When black people are the only ones who said, I ate a McDonald's sandwich instead of I ate a cheeseburger or a Big Mac. Now, have you heard that, Jen?
No.
Pay attention because I heard it 3 times last weekend.
So a McDonald's sandwich meaning
a hamburger, cheeseburger.
Fish fillet?
They say, yeah, whatever.
what have you?
Because these guys were saying to me, yeah, after the show, I was so hungry, I went out for a McDonald's sandwich. I don't give a fuck. I know I shouldn't be eating late. And I just go like this. It's an odd thing to say. And then the next day, someone else said it on stage.
That's weird.
It might be just black comics.
Maybe it's like black males of a certain age. Or are we talking different age range?
I think there was an age range that took place anywhere from your early 20s to mid 40s. I heard it 3 different times. The term McDonald's sandwich.
McDonald's sandwich.
Now, if you think I'm wrong, take a shot at me. I know. I want you to start defending yourself against some of these terrible things.
You don't have to take this, Jen.
Jen, by the way, do you hate when I ask you to like decide what an entire race says?
No, I don't care.
Okay, good.
She's so agreeable. That's
She's
the
too
thing.
agreeable. I want her to straighten my shit out every once in a while. And be just like, talk to the hand, motherfucker.
I want you to call out racism constantly on the show.
First of all, there's 0 racists about me. There used to be a lot more than 0. I've got my down to 0.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
And with your upbringing.
It was impossible. It was like Alice Cooper not wanting a beer again. Did that make you feel bad that it's a struggle for you and Alice could just go, I turned it off?
Yeah, he just stepped.
You know why? Because he fucking believes in the first step. He believes that there's a power. Okay?
Yeah.
A higher power.
Yeah. A higher power that he gives up that to.
Yeah, so he
Says,
doesn't
take
do
it from me.
Yeah.
Take me home.
Sing it.
Mr. Phil Collins. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Phil Collins. We're talking with Phil Collins' people. But then again, aren't we all? I feel like watching that movie again. Never plays on fucking TV.
Never.
Never.
I think it's transphobic that it doesn't.
It's a very transphobic fucking nation. Matter of fact, I heard this the other day, and from a guy that we all like. So we're talking about school shootings. Guess who he blamed it on? Kids wanting to use a different bathroom than what they were born.
What?
Yeah.
That's what makes people shoot?
I don't know. He started in that, and he was getting shouted down by another comedian. A woman comedian. Black woman. So just so you know the way I fucking travel.
Oh, wow.
Spent a lot of time with black people.
Whoa.
And I'm very fucking accepted. But yeah, he started right into acting like, you know, these kids now, they force them into other bathrooms and even deciding, you know, they talk these kids into thinking that there's something. You see the boy in Texas won the wrestling state title because they won't let him wrestle as a boy.
Right.
It's the craziest fucking story that I ever saw.
Yeah. So he has transitioned he was born physically female,
Right.
transitioned into male, identifies as male, loves wrestling, wanted to wrestle on the boys' team. They said, no, you can't. You have to wrestle on the girls' team. Then one-handedly, and then everyone's upset. Like, that's not really fair.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Those people are accepting him as a boy. You know what I mean? The booing people.
Right.
And they all booed. But they also said that he has the benefits of getting steroids.
Right. Yeah, I don't know exactly what what testosterone or what exactly he's taking.
Look at
but
Berg. He's
yeah,
on top of the world because he's taking testosterone shots in his ass.
right in the butt. Seems to
Chris,
really
maybe
enjoy
you
it.
should look into testosterone.
Just pump some tea into me.
Why does
what
it
they
have to
call
be a
it.
slang? Why can't we be just two regular
Yeah,
people
and
having a
that's
discussion?
not going to be our responsibility. You know what I mean? Like
I'm
that's
looking
going
to
to be your
heal some of
time.
these things that are wrong with you.
Look at this dude. Like, why won't you just let him wrestle with the boys? You're going to make this kid take on the girls?
I'll also say this. In my opinion, that's too young to be that tatted up. If you're in high school, one tat. Anything else, you're kicked out of school.
He's working on a sleeve.
Everybody ends up with it sooner or later, don't they?
Yeah.
They just can't fucking stop.
They just love it.
Vito, you never got a tattoo.
Nah, my weight changes so much that it would just look like a monstrous.
Yeah, anyway.
But you know what? No, I like that he's future pacing. That's a fucking smart thing to say.
So you're saying you expect to get fatter? Is that what you mean?
I expect to get fatter. I expect
That
to
was mean. That was literally mean.
get fatter, skinnier, fatter, skinnier. It's all the process.
Yeah, we've known you for a while.
Yes.
We haven't seen skinnier.
But yeah, that's why I don't get a tattoo.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Just get a neck tattoo.
All right.
That doesn't make any
You
sense. That's where I
fucking
get the
lose weight,
fattest.
Matt. You will lose neck weight.
I think it would be less. So like
No.
All you could get is a kneecap or elbow tattoo.
Just get the spider web.
Dude, you should get Black Earl to fucking train you the way he does Hard Rock Johnny.
Yeah.
Okay, I would work out with Black Girl.
Look at like Johnny looks easy.
Yeah, told him his back looked great when I saw him at Thanksgiving.
Weird.
Johnny, yeah, that's real weird.
So strange.
He's a great back.
He was bending the bar with his teeth. He just put a bar teeth, like bend it down.
How'd you get that tooth strength?
And then here's the weird thing. Chris licked the bar with his tongue because he spilled a beer.
It's delicious.
I have seen him face down on the table, lapping up a spilt fucking
Ew.
cocktail.
You gotta suck it up sometimes.
Chris.
You don't want to waste it.
No.
Vito, how's your movie pass working out?
It's pretty good. I used it for Black Panther, and that was like an $18 movie.
It pays for itself.
Yeah, but you
doesn't
couldn't
it?
see it the first week.
No, I could have. You could see it whenever. It just can't be 2D. I mean, it can't be 3D or IMAX. You could only see 2D movies.
Like this past that you only see 3D movies.
Oh, that would be fucking torture.
You're just going to see Call Me By Your Name? Like, this is not what I wanted.
Do you remember, like, about 7 years ago, they acted like 3D would be the only movies, and they were taking movies that were shot in 2D, switching them to 3D, and you'd be in a theater going, "This isn't for this.
This is
There's
not
no
it."
even depth to this."
I have
terrible.
no interest in a 3D movie.
Yeah,
Every time I've seen one, I'm just like, this is going on too long. I get a headache.
trash.
I
Is
want to
there
take the
even
glasses
like
off.
something that people consider the best 3D movie?
Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar was supposed to be seen. It was
That's a
spec-
fucking cartoon.
yeah, but that was the whole thing. Was like it was specifically made to be seen as a 3D movie.
I didn't like it because I felt like they didn't do a lot of 3D gimmicks. Like I was never going like that.
You like Jaws 3D.
Yeah, I like that kind of 3D.
Jaws
Like,
3D
whoa.
actually had the jaw come. They blew up the shark, and then the jaw fucking blew out in the middle of the theater. And it was like so fake looking, but everybody was laughing. Like, is that really the jaws of Jaws?
Like a movie where they do a coin flip and then they like go overhead and the coin is coming at you.
Like for no reason, the guy's has like one of those ping pong paddles or whatever. What do they call that thing? It's got a string on the ball, and you got a
Oh yeah.
paddle.
Actually, I don't know what that's called. Just like
A
a
ball and paddle.
paddle and
A
ball.
ball and paddle.
Paddle ball.
Ball and paddle.
It can't be. It's got to be
Those
called
things are
something.
great. I wish I had one right now.
So Tron 3D, just because I thought it was supposed to be like a made for 3D. It was fucking terrible.
Tron. Oh, you mean the second
The
Tron?
second Tron, yeah.
Yeah. Why are you calling that fucking Tron now? That annoys me.
It's called Tron Legacy, Chris.
Well, I thought it was
Thank
Tron 3D.
Thank you, Vito.
It was awful.
And
What was?
Tron Legacy.
There you go. You called it. See? You fucking make it in March to your tune. That's good.
But the movie pass is working out well, except some people are fucking taking advantage of the system, and they're going to ruin it for everybody else.
I want to report you to the
What's the problem, Grandma?
What are they doing? Buttsies? Upsies?
No, it works like a credit card where they put money on your account. So people are just going to the theater, checking in, and then like buying gift cards and concession stand stuff, and like upgrading the IMAX movies, and they're banning those people from the program.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So
I could just go there, eat popcorn, and leave?
The way MoviePass works is like you have to check in, and then the company, it's a debit card, and they just put like $40 on your card. So you can, if the price goes up, you're just safe and you can get your ticket. So some people are going in and buying gift cards or buying concessions.
Why don't they just tell the fucking movie company that they can't, the movie theaters, hey, that's not what that's for?
Because these things are so new that a lot of the people who work there don't even know how to use it.
And also,
That's why I
why
don't
would
want
anyone go in just to buy concessions? They're so overpriced.
Well, they'll do it along with their
bad.
ticket. Because some concession stands are at the box office. It's this whole controversy.
Yeah, but it's a controversy that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
This is a movie pass, not a chance for you to go and
Get
buy
over
goods.
overpriced snow caps.
Every snow cap is overpriced.
And by the way, I mentioned snow cap because I would say that is the candy that if someone said, I'm like, yeah, get some candy, and they came back from the concession and they had snow caps, I'd be furious.
Here's what I'd
Like,
say.
those are disgusting.
Whoa.
I go, I didn't ask for wax. I asked for candy.
But I don't see them anywhere else other
No.
than movie theaters.
I don't know. This isn't candy, but the fucking pretzel nuggets were a hit at Black Panther the other day. There was a line of people getting
I'm
pretzel
not gonna
nuggets.
fucking get pretzel nuggets. I'm getting popcorn.
With cheese, though?
No, I don't want to slap it around while I'm eating. I'll be back. Well, fuck, I get cheese all over my shirt. You're eating in the dark.
You know, I saw Black Panther at Alamo.
Oh, nice.
And so this was my first time going to the one in Brooklyn, and I went in and immediately I walked in and it was like the smell of like curry. It was like people were eating like serious meals in there.
They have like an Ethiopian like flavored wing special at Alamo Draft House.
So specific, this answer. So specific.
He knows, though.
Was it because of Black Panther?
It was because of Black Panther, yes.
It was so strong. It was so strong. I couldn't believe it. So then I said to him, I just want, I mean, like I had a nice drink and popcorn, and that was nice. But then one of the people that I saw next to me, like she got like a milkshake, a thing of popcorn, and then deep fried pickles, and she was sitting next to me, and she kept on just being like, deep fried pickle, and I'm like,
First of all,
I just like that's not
I would
something I
just
want. And
say this to her. You put two things that don't go with a milkshake. I don't want popcorn and a milkshake. That fucking is hideous.
Did you tell on anybody?
Did
What are you talking about? Nobody got a fucking movie pass and tried to.
In the Alamo, did he tell you this in the beginning? That you can take if you want to tattle on someone for talking during the movie or using their phone. You can pretend like you're ordering something else, but you're just like, guy next to me won't shut up. And you put the card in, and then that someone will handle them so they don't have fights among people.
First of all, I just write this down all the time. Guy in front of me said the N-bomb. He just said it to his friend's ear, though. It was disgusting.
Just writing lies about everyone around you.
Everyone around you. There's a lady, she won't stop farting. And she's doing it on her purpose because I saw her take her knee and have her hands pull it all the way up to her chest because she ripped a loud one. And then she said, oh, man, these Ethiopian fries. I'm sorry, wings? Is that what they were?
I think they were wings, yeah.
Okay. I fucked up the story. They're going to know I'm lying now. They're going to ban my movie pass.
We don't even have
Can I take my movie pass to the fucking Alamo?
No, because those tickets are more expensive. Or the theater's not a part of the chain. There's some theaters that aren't a part of it.
Yeah.
Like this theater in Chelsea I really like. Sinopolis, they're not in it. But AMC, Regal, Paris, that's in.
Oh, there's only one you mentioned I like, Paris.
I know, I realized that towards the end.
So you quickly threw in Paris.
Quickly threw in Paris.
Don't
Like, what
forget
am I
Paris.
going to do? Because I don't want to be in a fucking place with 18 different theaters, so that when I'm watching a rom-com, I can hear explosions
I
and
hate
screams
that.
right next to me. I just hear "Roar!" some fucking transformers screaming at children. Well, we got the Oscars this weekend. Sounds like everybody's all caught up.
Yeah, I'm going to be caught up by the end of the weekend. By the weekend, because a couple of things are going up on demand.
The we hope to do a Friday show, including the comedian that I think likes and appreciates movies more than any other, Joe List.
Yes, he's a movie connoisseur.
Well, he'll say, like, he collects his movie ticket. He's able to say, I saw 152 movies or whatever it is. Because, you know, when you're on the road, it's not a bad idea just to go to a movie during the daytime.
Yeah,
Even a
Makes
bad
sense.
movie, you're getting out. You know, you're eating some popcorn, you're meeting people.
snow caps.
Yeah. Just give me a package of caps and
Sorry, what? Caps.
all right, cap me off and I'll get back in and watch this movie.
We don't do refilled on snow caps, sir.
That's odd. And I do have this movie pass with me that Vito talked me into. So give me an extra $40 worth of snow caps. And I'm not even going into the movie. I used to love the movie experience. I like it less.
Yeah.
And I think it's I think it's the thing that I bitch about other people having a low tolerance to concentrate. Because I hate just calling everything ADD. You know what I mean? Like, that's an actual term. You just can't make it up yourself. You know? And I've gotten worse.
Yeah.
I've gotten worse.
I also, the whole experience is just, for some reason, I don't know if it's like getting older or just like theaters are just more annoying to me now. But just like my own personal space suddenly just feels like I just would like to see this on my couch, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, because then you can get up and talk during the movie without anybody yelling at you, although I will yell at people. You know what I prefer watching movies is in the middle of the night. I watched Clute last night, starring Jane Fonda and Donald Sutherland. Enjoyed the hell out of it. Enjoyed the motherfuck out of it. And I always do this. That's a cheap cab ride. $3.25. What did they do? Carry quarters around with them back then?
Possible.
And I always like to go, check your cab. Those checker cabs look great.
They were huge.
You mean big?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know whether you meant popular or large.
Oh, no, they were very large.
You really are a hype man. What are you tapping on your phone about right now?
I'm not tapping anything.
I can see that you are just looks like he's scrolling through his apps, to be honest.
Sometimes, like, during a commercial, I'll go, like, he'll be tapping and go, oh, do you want to do this thing at Moon Tower? I go, what? This is the showtime. You know what I mean? If we were a baseball team, right? Nobody would ask you something you wanted to do, like, during the sixth inning. No one would ask you something you wanted to do 3 months from now. Hey, do you guys want to go to Disney when we're in Anaheim? I'd be like, you're not fucking paying attention to the game, bro. He'll go like this. Rent a car or just want Uber? I'm like, what? When we go to Moon Tower?
I mean, what are you feeling? What do you like?
I don't even know if you're going.
I'm going to Texas.
Yeah, but it seems like, it was talked about, the sweat.
Oh, how
and-
well everything went? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but not at your health. The expense of your health is what everyone's concerned
There was no
about.
expense. I got dehydrated one day. That's it. That's all that happened.
Yeah, but you almost died. Hey, Dave, what's up?
Yeah, hi. I hear you talking about movies, and I love movies. And you mentioned Joe List likes to keep ticket stubs. I like to at least write down the names of every new film I've seen each year. I mean, whether it's a new movie or an old movie from the past and stuff like that. And
You got your notebook with you?
no, I type it in my cell phone, and after I'm done and I watching a new film,
Because I'd be curious just what were like the last 10 films that you saw.
Yeah.
Witness of the Prosecution was one of them.
Okay.
Phantom Thread was last year. What did you think about Phantom Thread, Ronnie?
I liked it. And
I liked it a lot.
I am discussed it with Jennifer Lawrence, who was on, and she said, I gave it 3 minutes.
Yeah, I just listened to that interview, that Mark Maron interview on my iPod, actually. I can't believe you mentioned that.
Yeah.
But you'll watch it eventually, and it's an intense movie. Daniel Day-Lewis, Paul Thomas Anderson, I love his work, except for Inherent Vice. That was weird.
I liked it.
And you got great taste. I also love to hear you talk about movies. What do you think about movie culture? Is it waning? And
it's waning. It's waning. Yeah.
And I think there's also a lack of talent. I'm not going to say, Paul Thomas Anderson is getting older. I don't know if there's a lot of new young filmmakers.
Well, they don't get the opportunities that Paul Thomas Anderson has.
Yeah.
If you're a young filmmaker now, just like if you're a young star, look how they'll take some of these young stars and they put them in Talking Monkey movies or whatever, and then,
and I hate to be anal retentive, I really hate looking at movies that have been filmed digitally. Not digital projection, but when they're filmed digitally, the image capture is really off. And I'm a true cinephile, a film lover, and I can only get 130 movies each year, though. Unfortunately, I'm kind of busy. And
but that's still pretty good for yourself.
Yeah.
All right, very, very interesting. We should, we should talk soon about.
I'll call you. Thank you,
we'll
buddy.
plan a day and we'll work it out. Here's the thing. There's no doubt that the movie culture itself and the way people feel about movies. I'm not even blaming it on Hollywood. You can see that they're doing everything they can to give the people, the vetoes of the world, the nut draggers, the mouth breathers, what they want. But there was a time, like even in movie criticism, Pauline Kael was read by everybody, and she would write about a movie. It'd be like fucking 20,000 words or something. You would buy like all of her reviews in a book because they would be about everything, not just the movie. That has changed. People don't enjoy that kind of talk. They don't want a movie where something expected doesn't happen.
Yeah. And I think also to the same point that you're talking about attention span, I think that has a big part to do with high action, as little as possible storyline. So it's like, oh, cool, we know all of these superheroes already, so we can just jump into them fighting and explosions and whatever. And then a big dramatic moment and then an end. You know what I mean? Like, I think that people don't want that kind of thing. Like, for example, when I was talking about Black Panther, I said, look, I'm not going to be a good judge of this because this is not in my wheelhouse. I don't enjoy movies like this. There are things that I saw that were good about it, but I couldn't stand.
But you also were able to see what it was doing, the positive effect that it had on a culture of kids. And you said, look, as a kid's movie, and it means so much to these kids. And that is true. It's just like people who get mad at it, and you're like, but this is made for little girls.
Exactly.
This is what it's supposed to be. The upsetting thing is that adults go to see these movies, and then, they're debating whether the Star Wars... There was one of the fucking Star Wars from the 90s was on last night, and I just watched the end of it. And it's when they fucking gave Luke to the aunt and uncle in Tatooine. And I'm watching the end of it. And not only was it stupid, but their ideas of what computers look like, and it looked like this thing was filmed on a zero budget. The actual sets, right? Yeah. Then they have the very pretty artwork that they spent a lot of money to make Tatooine look like there was all these things. But just what they were doing physically was embarrassingly bad.
Yeah.
And, look, I just have to admit it. He asked if the culture of cinema was going away. Of course it is. I can't tell you how many theaters are missing in New York in the last 5 years. I must have lost 15, 20 screens in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
In my fucking neighborhood. And this is happening all over the city.
Yeah.
I mean, just 15 screens that I could, walk to at any time I wanted. And I'm part of the problem because I don't find myself going as much And then everyone's going like, oh, look, the Oscar films. Yeah, it's a couple films at the end of the year that they give you that have been seen by almost nobody.
Mm-hmm.
The Florida Project should actually be talked about on the news. Because this is a film about something that exists, about an entire class of people that are fucking invisible. And that's what people used to do with film. You know what I mean? They used to. Now, I can't get mad because that's just where we are today. That's just where we are.
Well, that's true of any company. Like, they're gonna just keep making what sells. But so if it really is on audiences and what people like.
But here's the thing, and this is, to me, the definitive things. Here's Jennifer Lawrence, who came in at Winter's Bone, and everybody thought she was great.
Yeah.
Does anybody think that she's great now? No. And what does she do? Attacks a Paul Thomas Anderson, Daniel Day-Lewis film.
Yeah.
And she's our leading actress. And she's turning around to two people that everybody would agree are artists and say, I couldn't even give it 3 minutes. That's all you need to know about fucking cinema right now.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
And I remember that too. Like, I saw Winter's Bone and I called you and I was like, this movie's great. And this actress is going to be a huge star. Like, she's incredible. She's absolutely phenomenal. And I'm not sure she's done something at that level since. And that doesn't mean she didn't have the ability.
You never called me after one Katniss movie because they threw a bunch of money at her to do these shitty fucking films.
Right.
And I haven't seen this fucking film that she's doing. I believe it's called Red Dragon. I think it's a remake. No, it's Red Swan. But I saw the trailer and I'm like, she looks completely unbelievable in this film.
Yeah.
Now, that's just me, judging the trailer. Hey, Connor, what's up?
Hey, yeah, no, so I'm just listening to you guys chatting about movies and all that, and it has been striking me lately that it seems like everything in the theater is either a Marvel or DC superhero or reboot, remake of something.
Cartoon.
Some of the lesser movie. Cartoon, yeah.
And it's because it's also expensive now. They don't want to take any fucking chance, and they think of film as a babysitting service. They don't think of it as art. And
absolutely,
but it's also true of the audience. No one is looking for these films.
If it means that movies, like, I like old school stuff too. Looking at Cool Hand Luke, 12 Angry Men, even more like Shawshank Redemption, like the drama bit, and really pay attention to them. And it seems like we get a couple of those with stuff like The Post and whatnot, but
yeah, they do a couple of these for the Oscars.
Going away.
And then, you'll see some fucking thing, and I guarantee you, Monday, there'll be something about how the Oscars are not watched by enough people. And I'm always like, who gives a fuck? Why do you want to have another TV show that is supposed to just entertain? But why can't it be a fucking solemn, fucking precious occasion for the people who want to watch it?
Yeah.
For the people who like film. Why does it got to be
a ratings record every time? Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel was so funny and he did okay, but that has nothing to do with the films. And if this audience doesn't care about film, why would they care about the Oscars? They should just watch the fucking MTV, I don't know what it's called, Choice Awards or some shit. Brian, what's up?
Well, I heard the section they were talking about being a part of the 80s and 90s where, like, Jordan was around and Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, and we kind of look back on that time, the pale compared to it. Do you think that's true for cinema as well? Like, we just got spoiled with the 70s, 80s movies?
Oh, first of all, the 80s movies were pretty good. I'd say the 70s and the 90s were, somewhat of a golden era, but, to not be just nostalgic, we were all saying at the time, when we were saying during the 90s, isn't this a fucking amazing, just like we're saying now, isn't this a pretty great time TV, and it is, mainly because it's the only place our filmmakers can fucking make anything. But do you really need 3 seasons to tell a story, or can you do it in 2 hours? Can you make something? Would The Godfather have been better if it was a TV series? Because they could have held up as a TV series.
Yeah.
So what? Matt, what's up?
Hey guys, I feel like that the awards only give out like token awards for the movies that are like representing kind of today's kind of movies, like a Fury Road, like Mad Max Fury Road, or the new Blade Runner movie. Like these movies were works of art, but because they were like kind of blow shit up and computer.
Yeah, they're not good movies. They're a good ride. It's a fun ride, but you know you're not going to give an Oscar to a fucking roller coaster. You know what I mean? Look, I actually throw Dunkirk in the same place, right? I went to see Dunkirk and I had very high hopes for it, but there wasn't anyone in Dunkirk that died, and I cared about it because I didn't for a moment believe that I was watching real people in a real thing.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, that looks like there's 1,000 guys in that fucking boat. But there wasn't. You know what I mean? There wasn't. Nope. I should have been fucking, seeing this movie. And since it's based on reality, been fucking teared up. And I just went, oh, the actor is,
Yeah.
I didn't care. And that's what's happened.
Yeah, that's one I actually skipped because I heard what you said about it. And like I knew what I was looking for in that film. And if it was going to deliver that, I thought, okay, this is going to tell a really emotional story about something that we don't know historically that well. It is not that known, especially in the US. And then when you told me it's kind of minor, like the actual story is kind of minor.
Well, that story, they tried to tell a million stories like they do in these.
Right, that's
things,
what I mean.
you know
like
what I mean?
the part that I was very interested in.
So you're following a fighter pilot around, and he's doing all these cool moves, and there's another guy is behind, and you're just like, no, I'm not caught up. I'm not buying into the fact. I haven't transported to this point where I feel like this is real, And that's the fucking magic of cinema, that you can sit there and be, choked up thinking that something, is real when it's not. You can even tell yourself it's just a movie, but you're still caught up because you're connecting to the humanity. Mike in Philly. Mike.
Hey, Cameron, Gail. I just wanted a quick comment about those multiplexes. Yeah. I was dying laughing. You were talking about the Transformer because I went to see Annihilation with my friend. Took some shrooms, thought it was going to be a good movie. It was a bad movie, but the multiplex next door, there must have been a Transformer, just 200-foot explosion or something like that just happened. It just took me all out of my little dreamscape I was making for myself.
You can't help it. There's not walls thick enough to stop the Transformers from coming.
But I called to say that, the TV is getting so good, and Pete Holmes' show, Crashing, I just can't wait to, for every episode because it just seems so realistic. It gives me the chills when he was in that girl's apartment all day after, one night stand.
I could kill him.
And
I could beat up Pete Holmes when I watch his show.
I want to punch him in the face.
Yeah. I feel the same way. And I brought it up to him, and I don't think that he agreed with me.
No,
I don't know if he knows how fucking annoying that character is. Did you see the Artie episode?
So good. So realistic.
Artie was unbelievable in that. Artie was as truthful as you could believe. Next week is the last of this season, but it's certainly a way better season than last year. You know what I mean? Like there's definite improvements on the first year, which
I love Leaf. Can I just say that? I fucking love Leaf.
Okay. We locked in. All right, thanks, buddy. Bennington Show, 844 Rock God, 844 Rock God. Steve, what's up?
Hey guys. A few callers ago, he was talking about P.T. Anderson getting older and maybe a lack of young filmmakers. I was wondering what you thought about Jeff Nichols, who did
Mud and Midnight Special,
yeah.
I don't know what else he's done. Shelter. These are all very, very odd movies that are certainly done in his voice. I'm not as big a fan of his as I would say some of the other people that we've mentioned, but I will give him all the benefit in the world that he's doing his own thing.
And for that reason now, like, it's more than ever, I feel like a little bit just trying to support people who are just doing something that.
It's not for Disney.
Yes, exactly. It's like, it's just good to see people making movies, even if it's not like for you.
No, and these are good movies. I'm not saying that. I just don't put these movies in the classic vein. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's okay.
There's a really young filmmaker who's made 2 movies, Blue Ruin and Dream Room. Have you seen those?
I have not seen either one of those.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah, those. All
right, he's 11 years old.
They're really edgy. Yeah, they're really edgy thrillers, almost bordering on horror, which I know you don't like, but they're great. I mean, they're very good movies.
I'm gonna check them out.
I think they're on Netflix.
All right, I'm gonna check them out. Thanks for that, man. Peace. Hey Jay, what's up?
Hey, just wanted to comment on the Black Panther. It was a bit of a hype job. What did you think about that?
I did not see it. Everybody else saw it, and the general feeling was children's movie. But Vito, you gave it even more than that.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, it is children's movie, but I liked it a lot.
I appreciated it for what it was, and I think I'm glad that it exists. I'm glad that it's making money, and I think it's important for people. I don't like superhero movies, so
I thought it was really bad, but I didn't like it at all. Now, like looking back, I'm pissed I even went because there was no way. Like the superhero movies,
but there's so many movies that you could have seen, Oscar, that you're not up for, and you went to that.
I know,
and knowing that you're going to be in a packed theater.
Yeah, the one was pounding.
Why did it have so much hype for such a movie that is it just a black cast? I mean, is that
yeah, it was a black. It's a black cast.
They need to let that go a little bit because that movie sucked. It wasn't like it was.
Yeah, but so does Wonder Woman, and so does fucking Green Lantern.
I mean, good creative new movies that used to come out like the Kiss of the Dragon, all that that kind of concept. Where was the special effects? Where was all that? Where was the storyline?
But I would say that about all the. I mean, they had what was the Justice League movie? Everybody hated.
Yeah,
I had it on for a couple minutes. I swear to God, I can't pay attention.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Like I watched Thor. I don't know who the fuck or what they're talking about.
Yeah, or like Avengers movies. I mean, I would say the same as Star Wars. You know what I mean? I mean, I'll be honest. I think it was better than the last Star Wars as far as like trying to put a plot together and
100%.
But
Star Wars
again
has too many girl heroes.
the women.
You just ruined my fucking childhood.
And Star Wars did that thing that you said where like the movie started and they were in a fight and I had no fucking idea what was happening.
They all start that way.
And then the whole movie wasn't an adventure. The whole movie was just them being like, we got to get away from these guys.
That was the same thing with that fucking Road Runner movie that everybody loved a couple years ago. Just like they are running around in a truck endlessly, shooting at other people.
Mad Max, right?
Yeah, that movie, I was surprised. Like when I saw it, I thought like, okay, everyone's really going to be agreeing with me that this was terrible, and then found out that everyone was like thought it was amazing.
People loved it.
People really and I'm not even saying like, oh, people who like, I'm not putting it in the same category as like, a Star Wars movie but I just was surprised people who I have even respected their opinion on movies, and I'm like, was I just like disconnected? I was like, I felt like crazy afterwards.
There's plenty of action movies that I like, but I don't like not believing in the action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I want to believe if someone is hanging off a building that you're going to have that feeling, not going, oh, that cartoon is fucking digitally put up there next to the fucking building.
But did you like when they shot silver spray paint in their mouth?
That I did like because I wanted that fucking high.
I didn't really get that part.
It was a high. It was just like instead of huffing paint.
Right, just shoot it right.
Just shoot it right in your mouth.
Right at the teeth.
We got a break here, Chris.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
I'll tell you, Chris, and I've been thinking about this because you're always telling me that you want a new TV show to get into.
All the time.
You say you don't have a comedy that you like.
I don't. I need a new one.
Chris, Thursday, there's a great new comedy coming to NBC called AP Bio. It stars Glenn Howerton from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia as Jack Griffin, a disgraced philosophy scholar who ends up teaching advanced placement biology at a high school in Toledo. Doesn't that sound fun?
It sounds really fun.
Except he has no interest whatsoever in teaching the kids biology. Instead, he'd prefer to use the smartest kids in school to help him get revenge on his academic rival. And believe me, Jack will stop at nothing to get his revenge.
Chris, AP Bio is smart. It's outrageous. And I think you'll agree that it's funny in a sick, twisted kind of way. AP Bio stars comedy legend Pat Neld as the school principal doing his best to keep Jack in line. The show is from executive producer Seth Meyers and Lorne Michaels from SNL.
Chris, if you don't believe us, the critics are raving that AP Bio is hilarious and laugh out loud funny. You won't want to miss this show. Catch the premiere of AP Bio starring Glenn Howerton and Patton Oswalt Thursday on NBC.
Look who just walked in the room, Gail. It's Dan Perlman.
Woo! Ow, 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 ow.
Hi, friends.
We were told there'd be two boys, but there's only one. Who are you bringing in with you today?
My friend Eric Newman, who...
Newman.
Hello, Eric.
Pretty good.
Yeah, no, when I started, he was one of the first guys who was nice to me. You go and do all these open mics, and everyone just glares at you.
I don't understand how that process of comedians doing open mics for other comedians, why everyone doesn't just quit when that happens.
Yeah, it's pretty nightmarish, because you look around and you're like, I don't know how it could get better than this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, this is so... You're so...
How long was that process?
Probably, I'd say almost, maybe at least 6 months, maybe almost a year of like only mics. And then you start getting with maybe a show here or there.
Right.
Once a month or something. And then you can start to...
I always hear them say like that the other comics just look... Why wouldn't the other comics just be like, let's make this into a silly night? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's all have fun, laughing and doing
not
stuff.
fun. It's really not fun.
Yeah, you've been to some.
I have, yeah. And it's just like, it's like people are like quietly, nervously and angrily writing notes while you're on stage, and then you're thinking like, I don't know if this is the right... Even if you're getting good reaction, you're still like, but these are just people who...
Here's what would be my thing. I would only do material about open mics.
See? You'd kill.
That would... I was literally going to say that. That would kill. And you see the people that get too caught up in that world.
Yes.
And I've seen a couple... There's one I could think of who I think he's a super funny guy, but... and he does like weird different shit, but then half of the shit he does is always so comedy specific.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the comedian that tells people to move and sit up front of the show. And it's like, the people from Sweden, they're like, they don't know what you're talking about. They're like, we know Will Ferrell and two other people. We don't, why are you saying this stuff? Like we've all been at Eastville 3 nights out of the week.
You know what's really funny? They do, at the Stand, there's a 7:30 show at the Stand, and what happens is they all, and it's a bringer, I guess, right? And then after the show, they all stand up front and they get congratulated by their friends. And I'm always out there smoking, and I'll just hear like, "We're gonna see this one on Saturday Night Live."
That's like cute.
And people will be saying to their friends, "I watched Dave Chappelle this week, and I didn't laugh once, and I was dying when you were on stage, dying." And I'm just always sitting there,
just quiet,
smiling, smoking a cigar, and just fucking smiling, because it's the same. It's different people, saying the same exact thing,
the same thing.
And those young comics are so happy to get this, and they all get their picture taken in front of the sign.
That's sweet.
That's really cute.
They have,
it's like
they have their material printed out that they typed in Microsoft Word, like it's like a book report they're ready to give.
But I've been down because sometimes they've closed out those shows, so I watched some of them, and I've seen some kids fucking crush. I mean, there are some amazingly funny fucking people. Like, you don't know how many more comedians there are now than at any other time in history.
Right.
That's what no one figures out, because right now, if you get even slightly uncomfortable, everyone is.
Right.
But there was nights in the old days where the entire show would bomb in front of 200 people.
Were there though? Because it feels like in like the 80s. My impression of it was that everybody killed every night in the 80s. My impression was from 79 to 91, nobody had a bad set anywhere. That every club was packed and awesome.
First of all, every club was packed.
Right.
But it didn't mean that the acts were good, because you could start and make a living months after getting up.
Right.
Months.
Right. Right.
You could quit your day job within 2 months. And you could make a living like, I was in Florida. You could easily make a living working Florida, maybe some Georgia and Alabama, but you didn't have to think beyond that.
And now you like somebody who's been at it for, say, 6 years and they're really good and really funny, still have to keep a day job in order to be able to.
I don't even understand that kind of drive.
Yeah.
I don't have anywhere near that kind of drive.
It is weird. You come to realize, like, when you're younger and watching it, like, oh, this person's done late night, or this person's done a half hour or something.
Right.
It's like, oh, they have made it, you know?
Yes, that was it.
And then now, and you're like, oh, they're still dog walking, or they're still working.
Joe DeRosa said, because I, brought him up the other night, having a special out on Comedy Central. And he goes, yeah, all the young comedians are so excited about my special. And I just think it's a hard way to get 12 Twitter followers. You know what I mean? Because it's not, it used to be like, you would go on the Tonight Show and that was life-changing.
Right.
Okay, then that wasn't anymore. But then you would have a special.
Right.
And that would be life-changing.
Right.
And now, is there anything? I mean, there's the occasional special. There's the occasional podcast. There's you know what I mean? But it's like one out of thousands.
Yeah, because there's so much. There's just so much that it's tough to not just be indifferent or numb to all of it.
You're numb to it.
That's why I always think about, like, I had, because also we forget, and I like talk about this with comics a lot, you forget when you're in this, like, insular world, how really nobody outside of it really gives a shit. I mean, they might listen to some podcasts or something, or watch Crashing once in a while, but they don't really care, I was talking to some friend, and it's like, this is like years ago, he saw Louis at the Garden, and Greer was opening for him that night. And I knew Greer was opening, and I was like, oh, so how is Louis? And this guy's not a comic that I was talking to. He's like, oh, Louis was great. I thought the black guy was way better, though.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what is it going to take for you to remember the guy's name
Greer
or try to
Barnes.
learn his name?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not even that you thought he was good. You thought he was way better than the guy you spent $80 to go see.
Yes.
And then, like, a year from now, you're going to be like, I forget who else I saw with Louis. It might have been Kevin Hart. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it'll just round up to Kevin Hart.
It is incredibly fucking odd. It's very odd. Not only that, that audiences are so expecting hilarity. You know what I mean? Like, they just expect a hilarious night. That I think some stuff is way funnier than, even if they're laughing, that they even give it credit for.
Yeah.
I saw Nikki Glaser do a thing the other night, and I'm not going to give anything away, where I'm like, that's fucking borderline genius in a way that it brought back memories for me. She brought up a certain time. She basically brought up like the year that she learned what sex was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about it, and she had kind of gone back to that time. You know what I mean? Like, she was almost like, you fucking totally got it as if you were both that age, the way she was talking about it. And I saw the audience laughing, but I'm like, I really think that they're far more appreciative of this. You know what I mean? Like, this is as good as shit gets. And I brought up Joe Mackey did a fucking thing about a year and a half ago that made it on his half-hour special. I thought it was as good as anything Carlin's ever done. Not only is that not a well-known bit, I brought it up to Mackie and I had to fucking tell him, look, no, this is the bit.
Oh, yeah.
This thing should be incredibly precious.
Right.
Fucking hilarious. It's something every American or everyone saying, I'm having a bad day, should think about.
It
Like
should
the
be
blessing that you have.
The Pledge of Allegiance.
Right.
It should be, I should have to say it in schools.
So, things don't stick today.
Yeah.
Even brought up Kevin Hart. I couldn't tell you a fucking single Kevin Hart
Yeah, I don't know if I could either.
He's the biggest comic in the world. And I couldn't tell you a bit. And people like when, in the 60s, people had memorized everything Bob Hart and Bill Cosby said.
Right.
And
then would go and watch them say it again.
Yes. Yeah. Without a fucking problem in the world, please.
They didn't.
Oh, good.
Like, I hope he says all the stuff I've already heard him say. I like when he says those things.
He's the guard at the Empire State Building talking about King Kong, and I'm here for it.
You watch the first 2 Carlin specials, and he repeats some stuff.
In the
second special from his first special, because it wasn't like being rerun or replayed. It's not like everyone had it. They could queue it up on Netflix or on Blu-ray or something. It was just like, all right, they missed it once on HBO, which probably 1,000 people had. All right, now 10,000 have it. I'll just do it again.
Right. Yeah, because you got to figure 90%. It's like when you go back to any club, 90% of the people have never heard this. I still feel like what's weird is, like, we haven't figured out the exact formula for how long a comedian should be up there. Because I think an hour is probably too much to retain
it is for me.
Material.
Yes.
And I'm saying it is for me for a comic that comic that I'm crazy about. An hour is just a little too long. And my biggest thing is that by the time, even if I'm laughing the whole time, I've forgotten like 98% of what that comic said at the end because it's just been too much.
Too much. I think that for a great one, like that 45 to 50 seems to be good. I don't know. But it's the same thing in movies. If something is 5 minutes too long, that can ruin it.
Yes, that's true.
I feel that with movies all the time, where it's like, I want to end here, and then it doesn't, and I get mad.
I will give you the Broadway play that the fucking South Park guy is, right?
Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon.
Yeah. Okay, so I went to see it fucking years and years after it came out. Like, maybe 8 years after it came out. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh, this is good, but I wonder why this is the biggest thing that ever happened. And then the last 10 minutes of this thing was just fucking great. You know what I mean? Right. It was everything pulled together and a big twist. And everybody 8 years later is applauding and going crazy. And I'm like, that's what they did. You know what I mean? Yeah. You leave there with whatever that fucking thing is. Mm-hmm. And most of the time, like, I even see people doing stand up in the city, just go, okay, that's all I got. I wanted to end on a bigger note, but forget it. They do it all the time.
Yeah, just walk off.
Yeah, they start slow and they end slow.
Well, bye.
That's literally what Monroe Martin does.
She says, well, bye.
Yeah, that's it. Bye.
Part of me likes that though, but maybe that's just from a selfish. I didn't pay to see him do that,
right?
So I can enjoy from the back.
Or you're not hosting and have to fucking figure out when you're going up.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
You're running up after bye,
sprinting down the stairs.
I'm done.
How good was that?
Yeah. Whoa! Huh? Hi, everybody! Whoa. What a fucking night! Can you believe this night? I always love to do that. To act like something was way better than it fucking possibly was. Well, we were talking about you. You had a great night tonight. We saw you at Caroline's and you came off and you didn't feel like you did.
I never do. I felt by my curve, I felt good though.
So, really? You're in a bad place.
No, not in a bad place, but I'm just like second guessing more. But there I felt good about it. Yeah. And then I got the tape and looked at that and felt good about it. And it meant a lot that you guys were all there. And everything.
Gail wasn't paying attention as much as the rest of us.
I took that so personally. I think I talked about it 3 days in a row.
I think I know because I think someone tweeted that at me.
They always tattle. They always tattle.
Pricks.
No, I think what I realized was because you were behind in the second section there, so I think there was kind of like a Home Improvement, like Wilson thing going on, like your mouth was covered, so it was not. So I was like seeing your eyes.
So you're just looking at my judgmental eyes.
Seeing your eyes.
Kilroy was
like trying to read. Like you never know if Wilson's singing or not.
Seriously, one night I was at the Underground.
Yeah.
And I saw the whole fucking place laughing hard except for Chris. And I almost stopped the fucking show.
And he
just sitting there with his arms crossed. You said he was sitting there with his arms crossed and just looking at you, and you said everyone around him was like, and you're like, what's going on there?
Everyone around him, all I saw was their nose and their mouth because they were leaning back laughing. And Chris was staring at me like I was embarrassing him.
They're all like...
And then I fucking came off stage. I go, thanks for the fucking laughter. And he started yelling at me in the fucking place. I was fucking laughing a lot, man. Fucking laughing my ass off. He was just like,
that's pretty much what I did to Dan.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, I like immediately pulled Vito in. And then instead of
brought
like
in
helping,
witnesses.
and then like Vito's like trying to help, but it's making it sound worse. He's like, she was laughing way more than I was. And I was like, well, that's not helpful.
That was funny. That's so funny.
I mean, she actually enjoyed it.
you should be my fucking hype man and not Chris.
That's so fun. It's always one of my favorite. People always take these, photos at stand-up shows. There's always 10 audience members and 2 photographers at every bar show.
Right.
But someone took this photo, and you could see what I'm talking, and the audience is laughing. You could scan across the room, and it's like laugh, and there's just this old black woman up front, just like, why the fuck am I looking at this? Why am I just? It's just the best. Like, if there was a Ken Burns pan, it would just land on her every time.
I think of all the time, there's always someone in the front row who doesn't want to be in the front row,
right,
and is leaning back with their arms crossed.
Yeah,
like this is the worst thing that ever happened to me.
I feel like that people should just know not to do that for body language, even if you don't mean. Because maybe
you know who should know that?
You're cold.
The
maybe
fucking
that's your
host.
resting spot.
The host should know this. The host is supposed to read the people coming in. There shouldn't be someone laughing with a ridiculous laugh somewhere in the back that you can't find.
That everyone's going to be craning their head over to try to.
Yeah, that
like
person should be
there.
right up front.
That's what
Put fucking Chris in the back, in the dark where no one can see his glare. What were you, a fucking jury member?
I was
or
laughing.
You were at a fucking comedy show.
I was enjoying myself.
It sounded like you were hearing about a kid being murdered.
No.
Fucking prick. What do you want to read?
I just want to let everyone.
He's not even supposed to be here yet. You're
He doesn't get his plugs until 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm not
He
here.
gets his plugs at 2.
Done.
But you're fucking leaning forward with a piece of paper.
For 8 minutes,
You
no
know
one
what
will
I mean?
know.
You're acting like Pearl Harbor got bombed. Just fucking be a person sitting down here.
All right.
You know, Dan.
Yes.
How's the girlfriend?
She's great.
We're
Yeah?
wondering. He doesn't bring her around. For
No?
sure.
Never.
Yeah.
Just the once?
No, she was at a.
You brought her at the stand once.
Yeah, but you didn't bring
Not
her over.
one of us saw her.
And I didn't find out until a week
You just
later.
said, really? I yelled at you that night.
No, you knew that because I didn't find out. I didn't think she was there until a week later, and I was like, I would have said hello to her. I would have.
Yeah.
I still am not really sure. I think Jen told me. Oh yeah, she was there, and I didn't even believe it.
Chris Jen sees everything. You know what I mean? That's her world.
You finally met my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
She liked you a lot.
I liked her a lot, too. She's got a whole... She's got... here's what... I feel like you've got a sitcom girlfriend, like the pretty, funny sitcom girlfriend. She's very talkative and very fucking
Yes, she talks
on
a
his
lot.
shit about what she expects out of his act.
Yes.
It was very funny to me.
Yeah. She, yes, she makes herself heard.
She was yelling out during people's acts. She was talking to people. You had to crowd work her because she was answering stuff.
Yeah.
She's very cute.
She's very cute, yes.
And she's got a cool job. You don't like to say what it is, right?
Also,
She works in government.
She works in government, yeah. She does
Yeah.
important stuff for
She's the mayor of New
mayor's
York.
office. Yeah.
Oh my
She's
God.
the mayor.
She's the mayor. But the old mayor. She's Bloomberg.
Yeah.
She's tiny.
I forgot to
She's
mention.
tiny.
She's Michael Bloomberg.
But she seems like somebody who would have been dating Michael J. Fox in a sitcom.
She does.
That's what you
You're
remind
right.
me of.
You're right.
Very New York.
Mm-hmm.
That way.
Yes.
Very New York.
Little with a big personality.
Yeah. Now, Emily, you live with, but you never stay there.
No, I never stayed there, no. And her boyfriend's there, lives
But
there
why
now
do you
too.
keep
so-
paying rent?
Oh, I'm done paying rent now.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
done.
As of, this past month was my last month.
Does she
paying
need
rent.
a new roommate? Chris might be moving in.
You want to move in?
What are you paying?
$723.
You got a whole fucking apartment for that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Bullshit.
Well, that's the same thing that your chick's paying.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You guys live together?
No, we don't.
They are living together unofficially.
Okay.
He leaves his fucking nice big apartment in the middle of Comedy Central over there, fucking Queens.
Sleeping in the lobby.
There's fucking. You can't throw a rock out his window without knocking out 2 fucking comics.
Middle of
And all the comics live in Astoria.
I know. Joe.
Why don't they have a good club there?
I think there's what, QED?
There's QED, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any other clubs.
Yeah, there's a million comics there. I love it. Yeah.
You love that area?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just because you see comics at the fucking deli?
Yeah, you see them. You walk in, you're like, hey, there's Stone and DeVito and James.
Then suddenly you're in a fucking Seinfeld episode yourself.
Just seems like, Chris, you should be hanging out with him.
That would be great. Everyone would love that. Everyone would welcome you there.
That's good.
Yeah.
It is true.
I know Joe List, I think, used to live on my block before he got married. But I think they're still living.
Yeah, List and Sarah still live close by, yeah.
I think you live right around the corner from me.
Yeah, by Snowdonia. And
there you go, great old Snowdonia.
See, it seems like you could have been like in the middle, like hanging out with all the comics.
Is that where
friends.
Emily lives?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So she goes all the way down there.
Yeah.
This is funny with her. She grew up in the Lower East Side. I mean, like, you just don't meet people who are like, oh, I had a childhood on Avenue B. You know what I mean?
It's weird when you hear it.
Yeah.
My friend of mine grew up on A, and I was just like, no, you didn't. And then I went to his house, and it was just like a shitty railroad apartment on Avenue A. Like, oh, you weren't fucking lying to me.
Jeez, you're fucking harsh to people.
Well, this isn't an apartment. He would say that too.
That's what you said when you walked into his home?
This is a shitty apartment.
This piece of shit isn't a fucking
This is
lie.
fucking worse than you were even saying. Holy
You should
fuck.
say more bad things about it before people come
I would have killed myself.
You don't even walk into the bathroom to shitty, just wherever you are. What's Vito turned around talking about?
Vito, who are you talking
Vito, what do you
to?
got?
Liam.
Huh?
Hi, Liam.
Hey, Liam. Does Liam want us to make a choice about somebody?
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah?
He was asking about that post-show thing that Chris has to make a decision on.
Why won't you make the decision?
I'll make a decision today.
Make it right now.
Make it right now on air.
Yes,
Nothing
100%.
else changes. Why do you hold people up?
Okay, 100%, yes.
100?
Awesome.
That seems like a lot. Now that it's up to 100. Don't drag out Liam's life. He's has
he's
a lot
got
of big
stuff
stars.
to do.
We had the best time with Alice Cooper yesterday. I'm going to say this, and we talked about this, me and Chris.
Yeah.
We said that he was probably cooler than 95% of the people. I never expected that out of Alice Cooper.
I don't know how he still does it, too. He's got the energy. I mean, he's been doing it for so
Dude,
long.
but he's like Alice Cooper and a regular guy at the same time.
Yeah.
Wild.
And
Like
then he says to me afterwards, right? So what have you been doing? Gigging? I go, yeah, I guess I have been gigging. And then he goes, I'm sure you've had Maniscalco in.
Wow.
Yeah. But here's the funny thing. I had to figure out what he was saying because he didn't say Sebastian Maniscalco.
No.
And I'm like, there's enough syllables there to be Sebastian Maniscalco. But I found that to be amazing.
I mean, you need to word scramble, throw it into a boggle.
I understand the gigging thing, and then I'm like, oh, they probably told him Raldo comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Did he do the Beatles channel?
We've had him do it. I don't think he did it yesterday, but we've had him do it in the past. He did a special on that, yeah.
Is there, I keep asking Chris, everybody that I can listen to when they do the Fab Four thing, is it? Because that's my favorite thing they do.
Like,
You mean like on demand or something like that? Not yet, no.
That's what we need, because the way people love the Beatles, stars love the Beatles, I'm like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what
like
I mean?
when someone talks about their first true love or something, like the
Yeah.
stories that these people tell, all of a sudden they just start gushing about these songs. I agree, it's fantastic.
Dude, I was in the car one day, and the guy from Mad About You. And
Riser.
Yeah. I've had him on my show, and I call him the guy from Mad About You. I sat down with him for a full hour. He went into such fucking detail about the Beatles, and I'm like, this is the way people are supposed to do radio. You know what I mean? Like, I
Right.
wish I could get disc jockeys to talk about music the way Paul Reiser is talking about the Beatles.
That passion and
passionate. His voice would crack at certain places. He would remember old friends and go, you know what I mean? Started a band.
Right.
Like, it was great. It was great fucking radio.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I guess, I feel like, is there some equivalent with that? With comedy? Because, I mean, a few of them are just being outed as
Pryor,
monsters. So that's like...
Doesn't well, help. Pryor, we
not helping the nostalgia factor.
Yeah, Pryor, we celebrated as a monster.
Right.
But comics talk about Pryor the way regular people talk about the Beatles.
Right.
Somewhat like... With both of them, I'm like, I think they're kind of overrated. Both of them. 'Cause it's just, there's other people, you know.
Yeah.
There's other bands that were great.
It's the go-to and gush about it,
But
not
I don't,
catch shit.
like if we, and we should have a Stones channel.
Yeah.
I don't know if people would talk about it the same way. They'd be like, I dig the Stones. I
Yeah.
like Keith.
Yeah.
But with the Beatles, it's this precious thing.
And it was like there's like a it's almost like a Big Bang kind of situation. Like something happened and then like an explosion of music around it. So for people of a certain age, it's like the first time they heard anything like it. You know what I mean?
Well, any classic rock guy that you get in here will talk about seeing the Beatles in Sullivan. And like I always know when they're going to go to it.
Yeah.
And the next day they got a guitar. They bothered their mom until like it's phenomenal how many people that or that made their music in the 70s or 80s even started with that one TV show. Not even a record that they heard.
Right.
Yeah, like they saw them on TV before they heard the record.
It's funny because sometimes there are things like that where people, years go by and everyone claims like, oh, I was at that game or I was at that.
Right.
And you think that a lot of them are probably lying, but that one you realize like, oh no, like 80 million people watched that.
Right.
The
only thing we've had like that since is 9/11.
Right.
You know what I mean? When someone's mom woke me up, somebody in Idaho will tell you that they saw the tower go down.
Their story, yeah.
Yeah. It's weird, but I don't know of another band or people didn't even do that with Elvis, and he, that was certainly a turning point.
Yeah, I also, and I wonder if this is probably just like a regional thing, also if maybe in the South more so. But then I'd meet a lot of people like, growing up who were like would discover the Beatles and would be listening to them a lot,
right?
And I wouldn't really see that with Elvis.
Yeah, when we talk across the board, I mean, we ask everybody when we book them if they've got Beatles stories, and we ask about Elvis and Bruce too, same kind of thing,
Sure.
and we get Beatles so much more than any
like
other.
they can't wait to tell their Beatle.
Crazy thing is, because you think about Beatlemania, and I obviously missed it, but it was women, right? Wall to wall women, but it's guys now. Like the people who come up here who are so excited to talk about them are men. Like we're looking all around trying to make sure that we're representing everybody, and we get so many more men than women who are excited to talk about this band.
But yeah, you're right. Those Beatles shows were just filled with girls, just girls screaming and going nuts.
Yeah.
But so are when you see the Stones shows, the early stuff, there's like 14-year-old girls just going fucking batshit. And now you go to a Stones show, you're going to see some guy's brought his chick. You know what I mean?
It's like the men who back at that time the girl would like let go of their hand to go and like run up to the Beatles or Stones, and they just like resent them the whole time.
Right. That's 100% true. Like the guys were a little resentful. Like they got funny haircuts.
Yeah, that's how I see guys right now talking about Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Because he's like shirtless and handsome in every movie.
Yeah.
And like Creed and
who really hates him is Tay Diggs. He's like, I remember when I was
that guy. Yeah.
I used to be Michael B. Jordan for a while. Chris, do you have one recording artist that you heard or saw that changed your life?
I think when I saw Fish at the IT Festival in Maine.
Doesn't even make sense to say that. We're talking about being a child, seeing something, and that waking you up. Not driving out to a Fish show with a bunch
as a grown man.
As a grown man, yeah.
Eating a bunch of drugs.
A lot of
because
drugs.
I guarantee you, the drug is what was the mind.
And then he screamed and he ran to the stage.
Last summer.
Nothing like what we're talking about.
When I learned what music was possible.
You put zero thought into that answer. You're like, I got really wasted at a Fish show once.
Hearing Walk on the Wild Side on the car radio with my dad.
There you go. And you're in the car and you hear that song, you can't believe it.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, it blew my mind. Like him, like telling it was story. It was very important to me.
The first time I heard "Walk on the Wild Side," me and my friends, like fucking Pony Boy, were down at a drive-in, sitting out front of the drive. We hitchhike, and we're fucking just drinking and smoking weed, and a fucking dude from Marcus Hill come out of the shadows. He'd walk down the train tracks, and he came out of the shadows, and he was singing "Walk on the Wild Side." And I'm like, I don't know what this fucking song is, but this is the best thing I ever heard in my life.
That's kind of interesting because like the first time you heard it
was just a fucking dude.
Someone singing it.
No, not only that, but a dude who was drinking who walked 2 miles down a fucking railroad track and came walking out of the thing and was just like, hey, babe. Take a walk on the wild side. I'm like, who is this motherfucker? What is this song? This is fucking great.
This is pre-Shazam. You couldn't just hold the app up to him.
Dude, this fucker didn't even have a radio with him. He had memorized the song. Yeah. So look, see that? We bonded over something, Chris.
Look, nice. You guys are like so connected.
Yes.
Feels good.
You know, I'm not going to sit up to have that fish moment with you. Quite frankly, you've told a million times.
Fish moment.
Now, here's the weird thing. You had the Zombies in yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. They were here like weeks after the Beatles. Like the number of bands that came in after, like Sullivan was like, "This is working," and just would bring in an English band every week. But you never hear, and all those bands became hits. You know what I mean? But no one ever even says, "Hey, the first time I saw the Doors on the Sullivan Show." It's always the Beatles. Beatles, and then before that, Elvis had that big impact. You know, I guess a lot of the people who saw that are dead. I saw Elvis. I know you did, Grandpa. Let go. Let go. What about for you, Dan?
I remember seeing, or not seeing, but I remember hearing James Brown, I Feel Good. I think it might have been like an ad for some movie or something. I don't even remember. And was being real into it, and then getting the CD, and then getting from my dad like stuff that was like that.
Right.
So like Temptons and stuff like that. And just thinking that stuff was so cool.
See, that's so interesting. And we were talking about that with the Zombies yesterday, is that they, from that era, people continue to get new fans.
Right.
But I remember the first James Brown song that I heard was "Get on the Good Foot." It was the same thing. Like, I want to be on this fucking good foot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's all he was saying over and over. Get on the good foot. I'm like, I'm trying, dude.
Yeah, I think it's like the first time you hear someone sing with like such like emotion.
Right.
Or at least that I had, and such a specific, like, he was like tapping into something. It was not this hyper polished kind of thing. It was just it felt really raw.
Unbelievable.
And so cool. Like, he was just cool, you know?
Yes, and at the same time, looks like he should have been arrested.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it looked like, you know what I mean? This might be too much. What about for you, Gail?
I think probably the first time I saw the B-52s doing Love Shack on MTV.
Yeah.
And I was like, the song was so amazing. His voice was so unique. The girls were unbelievable, like so cool, and their hair and their clothes. And then on top of that, this party where you know, like RuPaul was at that party, like dancing. And I was just like, what are kinds of people? How do you be one of these people? And then, you know, from there, getting the record, getting the CD, getting just obsessing over that album, Cosmic Thing, like playing it over and over and over until I had every lyric of all the songs memorized.
Isn't it weird that RuPaul is still around?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're probably bigger now than ever.
Bigger now than ever.
Yeah. Also, when she was a little girl, her weird physical attachment to Diamond David Lee Roth was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable.
Ponytail Dave, as I called him. I had a huge crush. A huge crush on Ponytail Dave.
Like, oh boy. I mean, that's the one dude. You know what I mean? You don't want to see your toddler loving. Liam, what about for you?
It's weird. So I did the old, got a radio when I was kind of young and recorded a bunch of songs off of there, and I found things like The Doors and James Brown through there. But I think it was seeing Green Day, like early Green Day on MTV, and it made me want to start a band. Like I had a cover band in middle school and high school. I just wanted to be like the slack-jawed, like pants down to the floor. Like I don't give a fuck about anything.
Playing your guitar at your knees.
Oh, I totally the whole time. Yeah. I thought it was the coolest fucking thing in the world.
And here's the thing: her nephew, same thing with Green Day. So they're like the Beatles. That when you're at a certain age,
down the road,
kids
maybe
like Green Day, like you wouldn't believe.
I had that same relationship too when Dookie came out. That was like played it over and over, like studied that stupid cover with all the little characters, like learned all of the lyrics. I was obsessed with it, and then now my little cousin learned to play guitar because he loves Green Day. It's so weird that it's just.
I remember when my brother-in-law, your uncle, and his girlfriend Heidi went to see Green Day, right? And they came back and they were like, "That was weird. There was children everywhere." This is like when the first record popped out. You know what I mean? And they felt like they were going to see this power punk act, and they were like, "I can't tell you how old we felt." And they were like in their 20s. You know what I mean? And they felt like. I feel like a kid toucher going to that show. Because little kids fucking love Green Day and little kids love the Beatles.
Yeah. Well, because it's like, just like the Beatles, it's like, it's pop punk, like it's hard, but it's palatable.
It's super accessible.
Wait, did your buddy get here yet?
Yeah, he's here. He said he's by reception, yeah.
What are you doing, Chris?
I didn't know. I wasn't told he was here.
You're a what? A pro what?
Deucer.
He said he texted you.
Okay. Well, there's the text. I wasn't checking my phone.
There was.
I got a break first. Bring your friend in. Liam, thank you so much. Don't let those guys take days to make one decision. That's easy to make. I'm not doing these because we got to go get our guest. Vito, you could do that on your own. You don't need him. You're a producer on this show.
Yep. I was behind Liam, so I didn't want to. I was trying to.
Why did people try to play on the side of safety rather than it's Dan's friend and we're keeping him sitting out there like an animal?
Yeah, that's not polite.
It's not professional. Is what it's not. You don't want your career to go the way this guy's did you?
No.
So where he goes, we'll decide by the end of today whether or not we'll book that guest. I'll tell you what you guys need. That's Dish. How do you know it's time to switch to Dish and get hands-free TV with Amazon Alexa? If you've ever settled into your couch and then realized the remote was all the way across the room, it might be time to switch to Dish. That's because Dish is TV's leader in voice technology.
Now with Dish, you can use Amazon Alexa to control your Hopper DVR using only your voice. With Dish and Amazon Alexa, you can do things like find your favorite show, search for family movies, and find your team's game in an instant.
Tell Alexa to pause, resume, and rewind live TV and recordings without having to touch the remote. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the new way to watch TV hands-free with Dish and Amazon Alexa. Requires internet-connected Hopper, Joey, or Wally, and any Alexa-enabled Amazon device. For full details, call 1-844-CALL-DISH. Dish, tuned into you.
Bennington, Raw Dog Comedy, Sirius XM 99.
And that's why Chris is going to Moon Tower this year.
Oh, you guys going to Moon Tower?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'll be great.
You going to be there?
No.
Oh. Maybe you can come in as a ringer because I'm a producer. Dan, I've been wanting to talk to you about something, and this is really important because I know you're a comedian. You're always out there looking for the next big show. Well, Thursday, there's a great new comedy coming to NBC called AP Bio. Already sounds funny, right? It stars Glenn Howerton from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia as Jack Griffin, a disgraced Harvard philosophy scholar who ends up teaching displacement biology at a high school in Toledo.
Except, Dan, he has no interest whatsoever in teaching the kids biology. Instead, he'd prefer to use the smartest kids in school to help him get revenge on his academic rival. And Believe me, Dan, Jack will stop at nothing to get his revenge.
Dan, AP Bio is smart. It's outrageous. And I think you're going to agree it's funny in a sick, twisted kind of way. Dan, AP Bio stars comedy legend Patton Oswalt as the school principal doing his best to keep Jack in line. This show is from executive producers Seth Meyers and Lorne Michaels from SNL.
Dan, you don't want to listen to us. Listen to the critics. The critics are raving that AP Bio is hilarious and laugh out loud funny. Dan, you don't want to miss this show. Catch the premiere of AP Bio starring Glenn Howerton and Patton Oswalt Thursday on NBC.
Welcome back to Bennington.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Eric Newman and Dan Perlman are in studio.
Yes.
So exciting.
Eric's recording his debut album, Nervous Lover, at the Comic Strip in New York City, Thursday, March 22nd and Friday, March 23rd at 8 p.m. ComicStripLive.com for tickets. And Dan Perlman is performing at the Good Good Theater in Philly, Thursday, March 1st at 8 p.m. Go to goodgoodcomedy.com for tickets.
Now, remember, we were just talking about music before Eric got here, and what's he come in? Wearing a tour shirt from the last unprofessional Stones tour that they've ever done. This was last Junkie tour, 1978. They were terrible on that tour.
Oh, I didn't know that about my shirt, actually.
Oh, it was it was a fantastically bad tour that I think at the end of it, Keith was actually arrested.
Really?
But, yeah. Wow. I was JFK in Philly. Bottles just being chucked at the stage because the Stones went off after, I don't know, half a dozen fucking songs, and Keith had the nods. They were that was, and then 81, the next tour, too professional, too sober.
Right.
I mean,
You
like,
were a nice
you can
little
get a
in
little
between.
high. You know what I mean?
We want to feel like we want to throw a bottle at you.
Right.
We want to have the urge, not actually do it.
Well, that was the last time too. 81. From that point on, Mick has only worn costumes on stage. He's never worn clothes again. You know what I mean? That was the leotard and football jersey tour that he did.
I have to be honest, this is actually the most information I know about the Rolling Stones now.
What do you just like the big...
I think I wanted a vintage shirt, and I thought it was
Yeah.
pretty cool. I like it. I'm not going to ever wear it again after
Yes.
what you just told me. But
No. It's a great tour. It's a great... That's where
a
you
good
want to be
shirt.
with. You want to be junkie Stones. You don't want fucking non-junkie Stones.
Yeah, you're really committing to them. 'Cause
Yes.
you're saying I support them even at their worst.
Right.
You know,
You're right.
I remember
That's
being a
true
kid,
commitment.
seeing Keith and Lou Reed was another one, talking about heroin. I'm like, that's what I want to do, heroin. Like those older guys. You know what I mean? I remember hearing the song Heroin and just going like this. Sounds great. It really sounds like a great experience.
You know what I like about that song? You know what you're getting into.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're like, this
Yeah,
is a song
very
we're
honest.
gonna sing about heroin, but you don't have to guess. It's not gonna be,
Right.
an analogy.
Right.
There's not gonna be some poem that you're gonna have to figure
there's no
out.
decoding.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Very
But then
honest.
He does get odd and sing about clipper ships and stuff, and
Yeah,
being
you're
a
right.
sailor in the 1800s. I mean, it's an odd. I just love the shit out of it. But we were talking. You were a soul music fan as a little kid.
I was
in the
telling-
wrong generation.
Yes, I was telling them, they were asking like the music you first heard that got you real excited or whatever. So I was saying like James Brown. So I like James Brown. So my dad got me like Temptation CD. And when you're a kid, you think that's just what everybody listens to.
Right,
So I was like middle school. This girl's like probably 12, 13 birthday. I got her an Aretha Franklin Greatest Hits CD,
Which is awesome, by the way.
Yeah,
Fucking
that is
awesome.
great.
Awesome.
Objectively a great
But
gift.
she's like
Yeah.
12, 13-year-old white girl. She's like, thanks. Like, she wrote like a thank you
weirdo.
card that her parents are probably like standing over her
Yeah.
shoulder being like, you should really write something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
You've
she's like,
ruined
I'm
it.
kind of into No Doubt, so I don't know why you.
And I'm like, I don't know what they are.
It's even weirder when our kids are like, if you grew up listening to Aretha Franklin and then you have kids and they grow up listening to Aretha Franklin, they're way weirder than you ever were.
Sure.
Oh, it's
Because they
getting
go
more
into
and more strange.
Yeah,
right.
it's just so like fucking. I grew up listening to the. I'm not a Stones fan at all. Actually, I grew up listening like hardcore Beatles fan, and my dad was a real Lennon guy, and so I grew up like listening to him play guitar, like play Norwegian Wood on the guitar, and then like when I turned like 12 or 13, went to junior high school, I just developed really shitty taste in music all of a sudden. I listened to Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park, and Linkin Park's not that bad, but Limp Bizkit and Korn and Stained. And like
This was the worst possible age. These are the worst years to come of age to listen to
I've
music.
talked about that exact era. And it was a dark era.
Really
of culture.
dark. Yeah.
Because, like, there wasn't many places to go if you weren't going to go there. Like, you could say, like, oh, those bands are terrible, but, like, where was a young man to go? You know what I mean?
Yes,
like, there was
right.
not a lot of options.
Yeah. Could have been made to feel like a natural woman.
You were there. I'll be home with this. Thank you. Enjoy your Limp Bizkit.
No limp for me.
Oh my god, it's so bad. But it's actually more fun to listen to now that you're just like, what the fuck was going on in my life? But I think you're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. And it's hard not to be a product of your time,
Yeah,
too.
you are the product of your time. It's in the atmosphere. Your arms were wide open to Creed. There was nothing you could do about it. And I will still sing that terrible song and laugh like this is a bad song, but singable.
You know what? I almost have the opposite thing where, like, I look back on those bands that I hated so much.
Which bands, by the way?
All of the ones you
all
just
the ones I
mentioned,
named? Okay.
and Creed.
You were victim to it. Oh god, Creed.
And so, you know, those were bands that I really disliked. But then I kind of look back on it and think how funny that was.
Yeah.
How, like, serious we took it. Like, I found this old picture of me and, like, all my girlfriends were like, you know, like trying to be all punk rock or whatever, and then we're like in Times Square giving the finger to the Creed record that just came out. I'm just like, don't take it so seriously.
Right.
A lot of people enjoyed that for whatever weird reason.
But you do. Music is a dividing point when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And if somebody likes what you consider bad music, you're like, well, then we can't be friends.
Yeah, like
that's all your basis for friendship was from like 13 to like 17. It was
Yeah,
like what music you listen to.
Yeah, and
Even to this day, if people say to me, what kind of music you like, I always say, roller rink. That's my favorite music. Ba, 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 ba. It's fun, like an organ. No singing over it.
No talking. Let's just really.
Chris, you're not going to plug anymore? I mean, late, bring them in.
Dan Perlman and Eric Newman are in studio. Dan's performing at the Good Good Theater in Philly Thursday, March 1st, 8 p.m. GoodGoodComedy.com for tickets. And recording his debut album, Nervous Lover, at the Comic Strip in New York City Thursday, March 22nd and Friday, March 23rd at 8 p.m. ComicStripLive.com for tickets.
I'm going to be at that show, too. I want to see you do it.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I'm glad to see somebody's doing a live album out of that place.
Yeah, you know what? So I was struggling with the decision. I started there 10 years ago, and yeah, I mean, like, aside from, you know, Seinfeld came back and did his, which obviously like brought it a lot of attention, and the club's doing well again, which is really nice to see. But
all because of Seinfeld, you think?
I think it helped a lot. Yeah, I think it helped a lot. I mean, like, you know, they were having some problems, I think, for a while, and I think the Seinfeld thing was like the perfect thing they needed to like get them going again and become a little more relevant to like younger fans. Not that, I mean, Seinfeld's still everybody, so
right.
Yeah, it was really good. It was good. I mean, it's pretty packed most nights. The weekends had never been an issue, but the weekdays were kind of slacking. But yeah, I just started there, and it just feels, I've just been on that stage so much, and it just feels like it's the right thing to do, like, you know, professionally and personally.
It's always odd to me, Comic Strip and Dangerfield's the two best names, you know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, they're the ones that struggled with this kind of transition the last, I don't know, 15 years or so.
And I think the reason that is because maybe they relied on the name too much, or they thought they could. And so a lot of these other clubs that are starting out, they're trying to like build their brand and like do everything they can to get people in.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to coast, and like you can't do that anymore. There's too many comedy options.
I feel like I could take over Dangerfield's tomorrow.
Just turn it right around.
I feel like I could in no time. You know what I mean?
Would you call it Bennington's, or would it still be Dangerfield's?
I don't need it for the room itself.
The issue is Rodney's name.
Dangerfield's, you could easily like still like have some old school has some new, but do some things where people are going, hey, we're going out to Dangerfield's. That's a nice thing to fucking say.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then every time we bring it up, we're always like, who's there this weekend?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on there this weekend or
I don't think
anyway?
they changed the pictures out front.
No.
I think there's still old pictures.
Or the acts, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like it just feels like a portal to another time. you know?
Yeah.
But not,
I've never
not a
been
great
inside
time.
there.
The Aretha Franklin.
Yeah.
Not the Aretha
It was
Franklin.
a portal to a time when New York was in serious trouble.
People were worried about coming to the
When
city.
Scorsese was like, maybe I have to go to France.
Yeah.
I want to be in New
I don't
York.
know if I can live here anymore. This
Yeah.
is really scary. It's really funny, though, about the people who didn't leave New York during those years, though. You know what I mean? Like, I was just with this woman the other night at the hospital, and you would just think she's just, regular woman. Actually knows Vito's mom, as a matter of fact. Her fucking stories from the 1970s in New York were mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah.
The people she dated, where she hung out. And
Was she like a Studio 54 kind of hang
Studio
out?
54, but then again, all over, she was dating, she'd known Gene Dukeman, who took over, the only person, other than, took over Lauren's job, and was dating the band director at that time, and was not like, it's just like, in New York, everybody mixed in those days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People were like, you could be like, yeah, I was at this party with Truman Capote last night. You know what I mean? I don't know if we have that.
Yeah, no, it's not. And so I used to. My first job out of college was working at ICM. I thought I wanted to be an agent for like 2 years until I realized like just not for me. But the agent I was working for is this woman, Bodie Boatwright. I don't know if you ever heard of her. She's like, she cast To Kill a Mockingbird. She's been in the business forever, which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
And she's like 85 years old, still works every single day, goes in ICM. It's like a tremendous story. She was like one of the real like female pioneers in the business. It's unbelievable.
She's here in New York?
She's here in New York, yeah.
Dude, we should get her
85
in
years old.
because those stories
fascinated
should not
by her.
be lost. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Really?
First of all, great job casting that movie. That fucking movie is cast perfectly. I have never fucking watched that movie with a tight jaw in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Scout is like the best actor I've ever seen.
I know. So good.
But yeah, people used to mix. They used to be, there wasn't this thing where people, that you had a rich, everyone just partied. See, that's the thing, I think. Nobody was worried about their Instagram. They were worried about getting high. So they were walking around going like, you coke? You got any weed? You got coke? Like, you know what I mean? That brings people together. That's another reason why when I was in high school, I couldn't be erased. Because I dealt, you know what I mean? And I was just like,
Can't
hey,
discriminate.
yeah, don't fucking start any shit with this dude.
Yeah.
He's really fucking cool.
I'll lose half the market.
No, not up for that. Go ahead and plug, Chris. I see you want to, but you're not doing it.
Yeah, I want.
This is a big album recording.
I know. Eric Newman and Dan Perlman are in studio, and Eric's recording his debut album, Nervous Lover, at the Comic Strip Live in New York City, Thursday, March 22nd, and Friday, March 23rd, 8 p.m. ComicStripLive.com for tickets, and on Instagram at I'm Eric Newman. And Dan Perlman's performing at the Good Good Theater in Philadelphia, Thursday, March 1st at 8 p.m. GoodGoodComedy.com for tickets.
Dan, are you going to album recording?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm excited for it.
Remind me,
Dan.
okay? I'm going to ask you to remind me. Because I want to be there for this.
Thanks,
I'll
Ron. I
remind you, yeah.
appreciate it.
Here's what I want to do. I want to do like a funny laugh that I can hear myself on your album.
You can hear yourself.
Then I can play it for my friends. Yeah.
It's my favorite sitcom one. Like I've recognized that one in like 4 different sitcoms.
By the way, the
Just click that
place
button.
holds 200 people, so if we can hear that laugh distinctly, then I'm in real trouble anyway with the crowd. So
There's always that weird comedian laugh too, like, that they want their friend to hear that laugh. I fucking hate that.
my girlfriend comes with me to like a million shows, and she calls me out for fake laughing all the time. I'm like, the only thing I can do is just register that it's funny in my mind or not funny. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
But I give, you want to support, and she's like, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
That was complete bullshit.
But also, it's like, you're so numb to what's funny that it's very tough to even organically laugh at stand up anymore.
But you're right. For some reason, the comic laugh is just like one, like it's like ha.
Yeah.
Like it's
exactly.
like it's just like a very.
It's just like a quick signal of like, hey, I'm here.
Yes,
I'm here supporting you.
I showed up to your thing.
Check it off. Good friend here. Out the door.
I know that single
Already
hot
called
anywhere.
the lift.
I didn't get a chance to. I wasn't able to come to your Caroline's breakout, which I was really happy you did. But I know, Ron, I know you hosted it. But I wanted to send a friend just to do the hot from the back. So you thought I was there.
Speaker,
Dan, you really do have good material.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
No
That's
stage
excellent.
presence, but really, really good material. But maybe I don't need it. I don't know. Not everybody needs it.
It just gets in the way.
You ought to just phone it. Literally phone it in from your house.
Well, Dan and I were talking about, because Dan's such a great writer, and we've known each other for, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years at this
Like
point.
almost 6, yeah.
Maybe 6, yeah. But it's interesting. We were talking about how if you're lacking in something on stage, whatever it is, writing, stage presence, whatever it is, you're going to eventually try to make up for that, and you're going to eventually improve on whatever it is you feel is lacking. But so like your stage, I mean, you're like naturally a writer, but your stage presence, I feel like, has developed so well over the last like few years.
Yeah, I feel like some people are more comfortable on stage up front, but they're not saying anything.
Right,
And
exactly.
then the writing has to catch up.
Exactly.
And then some people have no business doing any of it. That doesn't seem to stop me.
And then very few have both exceptionally well, and you're like, fuck.
Right.
Well, we were just saying today that we don't know one Kevin Hart routine. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
there's
yeah.
nothing quotable there.
Right.
Yet everybody's enjoying
But I
themselves.
could tell you, like, I can think about his personality, or even
Yeah.
maybe his delivery, or his like the way he
Just
talks.
his energy.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
Right.
exactly.
His presence, you know so
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
but
Right.
you
It's
can't
just
name
like
a
he's
bit.
fun.
I don't know.
And all my favorite comics, personally, and him and I have like pretty similar taste, are just like guys that their bits continue to go through my head, replayed constantly. And so like Gary Goldman, Ted Alexandro, these guys, I just like, I constantly think about their material.
Right.
So yeah, that's the difference. Yeah, I'm not a Kevin Hart.
Fucking Gary Goldman. I'm literally so pissed at myself that I tried to Google the documentary movie about the States.
I did too, yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, so he made that up too.
Remember that 5 minute?
the bit about the States?
Yeah, the abbreviations. Yeah, it's not
No
real.
documentary.
No documentary.
Come on,
Yeah.
Gary.
Yeah. That's more impressive.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like,
Concoct that.
I really believe that it was real, and I was like, "This
can't wait
thing
to see
sounds
it."
hilarious."
Yeah, I think when I Googled it, because he did that whole full 5 minutes on Conan,
Yeah.
was just that one bit. It's amazing. But so when I Googled it, it was like an autocomplete. Like people have asked that to Google enough.
It sent me
that-
a page that, come on.
It was like a Yahoo, like frequently asked question.
You know, Conan will kind of re-share those on Facebook, and not too long ago they reshared that bit, and it's really amazing to read people's Facebook comments who are like not comedy fans, but just viewing it, and like across the board, it's just like people are like, "This is hilarious," or "This is funny," or like, but even like people who are like saying something positive, just like really smart bit, and like you're just like, like stop.
Oh,
but
clever.
there was one negative one, and I actually obsessed over it because I thought it was the funniest thing. This guy wrote, "This bit has been done before," and I was dying. I was like, he made up this movie.
Fucking hack.
And I was like that's maybe the funniest thing someone could have said. This bit literally has never been done before.
It would be it's insane that it was done once. Like, it's truly insane.
And I wanted to just like follow this guy after that, because I'm like, I'm sure he has tons of amazing
That's from a
comments.
joke book. That's a stock joke. Netflix documentary.
We were talking about stage presence, and there's this comedian in Florida. His name is G. David Howard, the world's funniest man, and he would have a club every night, and only he would work, and he would work 4 hours a night on stage. And one of the things that he could do is remember anyone who's ever been to his show.
Wow.
If you had been there 2 years before, you came in, he'd look over and go like this, "Oh, it's Hank. You still working at the, what do you call it, cleaners, blah, blah, blah." 4 hours, and he did everything. And as you know, he did crowd work, literally the whole room. He did, material. He did songs. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He was up, and he would do a couple shows. Sometimes he'd be up there 8 hours. And he had told me once, as I was sitting with him, he goes, "I went to New York to see some of these guys. I don't know. I'll tell you though, this one kid," he goes, Stephen Wright, he goes, "I would love to have an hour with him just to get him to punch up some of those bits." Oh my God. He goes, "His material's unbelievable, but his delivery, mm-mm." And I was like, "This is my favorite thing about you."
That is really, really funny. That delivery.
Yeah.
That would be, man, I would watch that special of just an hour of him trying to yell at Stephen Wright
Yeah, just
and like
keeping that
coach
thing
him
going.
into
Give
Give
like,
him the energy. Come
Work
on.
the back of the room, okay? You're working fucking the entire room.
I have a pony.
Use the whole stage.
The thing is too, like Stephen Wright is like people don't realize that you work as hard on that joke as anything else. The one line, and like when it was that first album came out, it was like unbelievable, and everyone was like, "When's the next one?" You know, like he's like, "I don't know, 7, 8 years."
There's a million jokes.
Well, that's why. Remember, we were talking about this, where it's like it's been, it's my 10th year in comedy, and I work hard at it, and I now just feel like it's the right time to put out 45 minutes or an hour, and it's amazing to me how like people their first 2 years in comedy is just like throwing in an hour. I'm like, how could you have to be like the biggest genius of all time, like to actually have a good hour. First,
but I mean, this is what we were talking before. Of just now, there just being so much content that people just feel some need.
Yeah, but that Louis thing of doing an hour a year made everybody thinking, well, I guess I should do a year.
Right.
I guess that's what I should do.
Not that taking out the fact that it took him 15 whatever years to get to that point, and that there was the demand for it,
and the demand caused him to jerk off in front of everybody. I mean, he quit. It was too much stress.
The pressure.
He'd done a special every 3 years. He would have had time to go home and jerk off.
When do you think he's coming back? When's Louis coming back?
Next year.
Year and a half.
2019.
Yeah.
How's he do it? Does he make a big deal out of it, or does he just start showing up?
I think he starts.
He talks about it.
Yeah.
He'll do bits about it, and they'll be way better than any bits that anybody criticizes him with.
Right.
Because they're going to be the best bits about it.
It would be so funny if he just came back and just didn't address it.
It would be fantastic.
But if he's just like, my kids are assholes.
Yeah, that would be the best.
He just pretends like he wanted to go on vacation for 2 years.
Yeah, it was just no.
It would also be great if he was just real judgmental about other people too. What's with this? What's with Harvey Weinstein, fucker?
Right.
Yeah, I would love that.
But no, I mean, Mel Gibson starring in a Christmas comedy. Mike Tyson was like a convicted rapist. He talks to Norm Macdonald as a pigeon. You know, it's like everyone just sort of
people get over it. I think, and there's going to be way shittier people. And way shittier stories that surface until then.
Right. I think you're right. I think 2019, or if North Korea bombs us, I think. At
then
that
everyone
point,
comes back.
Yeah.
Then Harvey's making movies.
Yeah. But whatever.
All right,
We've
Harvey,
seen worse.
one more movie.
I'm going to tell you right
one
now.
for the road.
Harvey could probably come out and produce a movie that would be great next year. I mean, we are missing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're giving up stuff ourselves. We're punishing him, but also punishing ourselves.
That's his Oscar speech. You guys are really punishing yourselves.
Right. I will tell you this: in the '90s, I would just go to see a Miramax movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it says Miramax on it. I'm going.
Sure.
I can't think of another fucking time I've done that.
Yeah,
with movies.
He's responsible for so many. I mean, fucking Good Will Hunting and just so many great films.
Quentin. We'd have no Quentin. I would go like this if I was his lawyer. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm going to show you some clips from films the 1990s.
The next defendant, it's just a scene of you like them apples?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. Touching, isn't it? It's not your fault.
We have a hung jury.
Not you. Not you.
That's when people I actually heard someone in the theory go in the movie go like, "This is not my thought either." I was hard in my life. Well, I don't know. Now we have Black Panther, and I'm sure all the kids like that, right?
Yeah. Did you see that?
Loving
Dan?
it?
I didn't see it yet.
I
No.
haven't seen it.
Yeah. It's about a panther.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jen, did you love it?
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
What would you give it a scale of 0 to 100?
100.
Oh, wow.
So you liked it. It was 100.
It's like, we think 100 would be the best movie you've ever seen in your life. Like, I'm still only giving To Kill a Mockingbird 99. Because there could be something
The casting,
somewhere.
imagine the casting.
The 1%. The casting is the 1%.
We jumped on a joke together. I was elbowing him.
Dude, she ended up having the greatest actor of all time just playing a retard looking out a window. I mean, he's basically an extra's role. And he's the best actor ever. Chris, we got to wrap this up.
Yes, we do. Dan Perlman and Eric Newman have been in studio. Dan's performing at the Good Good Theater in Philadelphia Thursday, March 1st at 8 p.m. GoodGoodComedy.com for tickets. And Eric is recording his debut album, Nervous Lover, at the Comic Strip Live in New York City Thursday, March 22nd and Friday, March 23rd at 8 p.m. Go to ComicStripLive.com for tickets.
Are you going to make physical albums? Have you decided yet? Whether
I think I'm going to do. We're trying to figure it out. I'm working with 800 Pound Gorilla, which is I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but they've dealt with a lot of my friends and they're doing a great job. So we're trying to figure it out. I think less physical CDs, more digital stuff. But I'll do some CDs.
You know what I think?
Hit the road.
Some vinyl.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
Some
fucking
vinyl for
awesome.
yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just a
that'd be
little bit about
Go on the
yourself.
frame, yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
By the way, I think Jackie Martling put out an album 5 minutes into his career, and it was all just that he had heard. But he would send that out back in the 80s to people, and they would go like, this guy has an album. Yeah, he can headline here. He's got an actual album.
Right. It's the way people reacted to Fat Jew, kind of, right?
Yeah, right.
They're just like, oh, they're jokes. I don't care if they're actually from him. It's funny.
Look at those followers. All right, that's it for us. See you all again in 1974.
Ladies and gentlemen, the evening is over. We hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you all again in 1974. Good evening!